case, but two pretty cool superpowers. Maybe you've got a different superpower that you're desperate to have. Let us know. We can have a little bit of fun on our social media platforms this morning. But of course, we have got 3 hours of great fun to get through this morning. So let's get our official duties underway with those news headlines. So let's kick it off here in South Africa with our national news first. The United States may soon lift its travel ban on South Africa and several other Southern African nations, imposed soon after the Omicron coronavirus variant was first reported here in the country. President Joe Biden has confirmed this yesterday. Biden said he would discuss it with his team before making an announcement officially. The director of the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases in the U.S., Dr. Anthony Fauci, has added that with Omicron now accounting for 73% of the new cases in the country recorded in the US, the travel ban had become redundant. Hopefully that applies to the rest of the world as well. Then staying in South Africa's borders, KwaZulu-Natal still has the most new COVID-19 cases, followed by the Western Cape, with Gauteng currently in third. The COVID-19 test positivity rate has improved somewhat to 27.6% after 15,424 of the 55,977 tests were positive. Of these, 4,009 were in KZN, 3,024 in the Western Cape, and then 3,316 up north in the Gauteng area. Now, 35 people have died in the latest reporting period from COVID-19 related causes. This brings the cumulative death rate to 90,488. Just over 198,300 people currently have the disease in our country. And casting a wider net now on the international front, the captain and first officer of a ship that ran aground on a coral reef in Mauritius have now been found guilty of endangering safe navigation. The captain, Sunil Kumar Nandeshwar, admitted to drinking moderately during a birthday party on board before the MV Wakashio ran aground on the 25th of July back in 2020. Now, about 1,000 tons of fuel leaked into the water, sparking an ecological emergency. The pair are due to be sentenced on the 27th of December. Mauritius is home to world-renowned coral reefs, which are extremely popular with tourists, but also hang in a very delicate balance. Then, returning to the story of the day, a surge of Omicron cases will push European health systems to the brink at the moment. This is according to the World Health Organization's top official on the continent. They have sent out a stern warning. Hans Kluger has said another storm was coming and governments should brace for significant increases. It has been detected in at least 38 of the 53 countries in the WHO's European region, which includes Russia and Turkey. Several countries, including Germany, Belgium, Portugal, and the Netherlands, have reimposed social distancing restrictions, but Boris Johnson has ruled out any new restrictions for England before Christmas. And finally, a 67-year-old's vision from a fairy tale transformed. So of late, we've brought you at least 2 stories of folks that have been besotted with Christmas decorations, who have stacked their homes out with them, breaking records in the process. But now we have some news of a new take on such efforts in these joyous times. A Christmas mad mom has transformed her home into, wait for it, a real-life gingerbread house. 67-year-old Virginia Hoffman of Salt Lake City in Utah in the US spent hundreds of hours testing and fastening her property into a vision from a fairy tale homemade decoration, including candy canes, giant gumdrops, peppermint swirls, huge chocolate and water cookies, wafer cookies rather, and an oversized gingerbread man. We love it. Virginia, an interior designer by trade, says her daughter, son-in-law, and their children are all involved, as well as her husband, who is a professional artist. I'm sure that came in handy. And she said, and we quote, "The best part for me is watching all the children come and they arrive in here in their droves. They look at things up close, and honestly, the twinkle in their eyes is just magical. I love to see how it catches their imagination. The whole experience is so fulfilling. It looks absolutely beautiful, only in a different climate, I think." But that's a very festive note to round off our news headlines. Let's get into the sport. Let's start with cricket. Proteas bowler Anrich Nokia has been ruled out of the three-match test series against India due to persistent injury, sadly. Now, he has unfortunately not recovered adequately for his expected test match bowling loads and is now currently consulting with specialists to manage and advise on his recovery. No replacement will be brought into the Proteas squad at this stage. They have commenced their final preparation ahead of their match starting on Boxing Day, and it's the test team's first series since their successful tour of the West Indies back in July this year, where they won that series, of course, 2-0. Then on to local football. Kaizer Chiefs have confirmed that they will appeal the decision of the PSL to decline their request to have their league matches against Cape Town City and Le Montville Golden Arrows played later in the season. So Chiefs could not fulfill those fixtures earlier in December due to a high number of COVID-19 infections amongst players and staff down at Naturena, which they have subsequently revealed reached 52 positive cases at its height. The PSL had previously sent a circular to clubs in which they stated that COVID-19 infections could under no circumstances constitute a reason to postpone fixtures. Now onto the track. Formula One news now. Nicholas Latifi spoke out yesterday after receiving death threats and online abuse over a crash at the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix that led to Max Verstappen winning the Formula One title and Lewis Hamilton missing out. Now the Williams driver he brought out the safety car later in that race with a change in procedure giving Verstappen the opportunity to pass Hamilton on the last lap. Well, before the crash, Hamilton had been heading for a record eighth title rather, second win on the trot, and Latifi said in a statement on his website that he had decided to address the issue of abuse after staying off social media to let things settle down a little. He said he had hoped to spark another conversation about the drastic consequences of online bullying. Now on to tennis. Olympic champion Belinda Bencic has tested positive for COVID-19 after her trip to Abu Dhabi, describing her symptoms as severe. The 24-year-old is the third player to test positive after traveling to the Mubadala World Tennis Championships exhibition tournament. The US Open champion Emma Raducanu withdrew before the start of the tournament. Rafa Nadal revealed that he had also tested positive upon his return to Spain. We'll certainly watch that space closely, but that's where we leave our sporting headlines for now. Let's get into today's weather and some of those temperatures we have in store for you.
Very good morning to you, South Africa. Thank you very much, G-Man. Time for us to take a first look at the weather as well as your sunrise pictures. Now, as welcome as the rains that have fallen over the Northern Cape recently may be, they also have a downside. The Northern Cape Department of Agriculture has said that wet summer conditions have caused brown locust swamps that have a devastating impact on crops as well as plant life. And now locust swarms are also making driving conditions very difficult for local residents. Dirty windscreens and poor visibility are likely to cause traffic disruptions on some of the major routes running between the Northern Cape and the Free State. Now, motorists are advised to drive with the utmost caution when encountering these locust swamps. And of course, those in rural areas will have to be even more attentive. And having started off in the Northern Cape, it's reported that the swamps will soon be causing chaos in the Free State as well. Now, from weather news to sunrise views, Caroline from Cozy Corner on the Sunshine Coast shared this magnificent shot of the ocean as the sun breaks through the cloud cover, casting breathtaking sun rays across the sky. It's just something to look at in the morning. How beautiful. Renee Lemmer shared this moodier shot overlooking the ocean as the sun begins to rise, casting a faint orange glow. Yes, bring it on along the horizon. We love to see it. Thank you so much for those pictures. We do it again just after 7 o'clock. You can get yours through to us on our Facebook page using that hashtag Expresso Show. And now the temperatures across the country, 55% chance of rain with thunder showers out in Polokwane. Today, 17 is your low, reaching a high of 26. If you're out in Mbombela, some thunder showers there as well. 20, that's your low, you will peak at 31. The capital city, Pretoria, 16, your low, reaching highs of 26, with Johannesburg at 15 and 23. Thunder showers for Mahikeng, 16, that's your low, reaching a high of 25, with Klerksdorp coming in at 15 and 25. Kimberley, your low, 16, a high of 20. 28 with lots of rain and thunder showers out in Bloemfontein today. 13, that's your low, reaching a high of 24. Some sun and clouds for Richards Bay for a change today. 21, reaching a high of 33 with some thunder showers still continuing out in Pietermaritzburg. So consistent, 17 and 30, persistent rather. Durban's sun and clouds at 21, that's your low, reaching a high of 29 with Mthatha coming in with those thunder showers continuing at 16, that's your low, reaching a high of 28. It's rainy out in East London, 18, that's your low, reaching a high of 26 with Craddock at 15 and 26. Gqeberha, 17, that's your low, reaching a high of 24 with George coming in at 15 and 22. The Mother City, 18, that's your low, you will peak at 24 with thunder showers coming in hard for Worcester today, 16, reaching a high of 25. Sutherland, still rainy over there, 12, peaking at 23 with some thunder showers out in Uppington as well. 15 is your low, and you will reach a high of 30. Well, no matter what it's looking like, come rain, come shine, come what may, I'm sure you will make it a gorgeous Wednesday.
It is shaping up to be a silky smooth Wednesday morning. At that, I want you to stick around and brace yourself, parents, to take on board some absolute gems. Nikki Bush and I are going to sit down in just a moment, and we're going to talk about how we can get the kids entertained and engaged and stimulated this holiday period. Ultimately, they've also had a really tough year. They need to be able to relax and have a little bit of fun. We want to make sure that's done in just the right way so we can keep their development going. Then we'll also be back in the kitchen whipping up about 10 of the most amazing desserts, so stick around. Golden Cloud and Beacon are on the search for South Africa's best baking duo this holiday season. So grab your son, daughter, grandchild, nephew or niece and start creating in the kitchen. To enter, look out for our weekly holiday baking inspiration on air and on our social pages. Create your own special bake with Golden Cloud and Beacon treats, take a picture and share it on the Golden Baker Search Junior Edition competition post on the Expresso Facebook or Twitter pages or on our website using the hashtag Golden Baker Search. Tell us why you are SA's best baking duo. You could be one of the 5 finalists competing on TV for the grand prize worth 35,000 Rand. Let's create together with the Golden Baker Search Junior Edition on Expresso Morning Show. Brought to you by Golden Cloud and Beacon. Entries have been extended to the 23rd of December. 5 finalists, 1 winning duo to be crowned live on Expresso.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Yes, celebrations for some, maybe a conundrum for others. The school holidays are here, and you are probably looking for activities to keep your kids as busy at home as possible over the festive season. Also keep them stimulated in the right way. Well, Nikki Bush, our human potential and parenting expert, is on hand to share some ideas with us this morning around things the kids can make. And we can also probably have a lot of fun making them with them. Nikki Bush, good morning. How are you?
I am so good. Thank you, Graham.
Really good to be connecting with you. This is my vibe. We absolutely love doing the arts and crafty type stuff with my little ones, especially my boy who's now 4. And it's so important for him. In fact, it's been identified as one of his key developmental areas for us to focus on. But why do kids enjoy it so much? Why do they naturally gravitate towards doing craft type activities?
Well, Graham, I think there's a bit of magic in craft because you start off with a piece of paper, a stapler, a pair of scissors, some glue, some glitter, some, just bits. And then you create something out of nothing. You create magic out of nothing. And children are involved in the process. Crafts are very much a process, and there are 2 elements to crafts. Firstly, there is a specific way in which things need to be done, like a method, like a recipe. But within that, there's creativity as well. So the end product, ultimately, the way you decorate a paper aeroplane or the way you cut paper lace, and we're going to show you just now, is going to be completely unique to each child. And in fact, I will tell you a little story, my favorite story of this week, because not every parent is on holiday while their children are on school holidays either. And I was running a parenting masterclass for one of my corporate clients, and her little 11-year-old daughter happened to peep her head up, as they do, into my view. So of course I asked her, so what's your name and how old are you? And then I said, so what are you going to do for the next 2 hours while I'm working with your mummy and her team? And she said, I don't know. And she was 11. So I said, I'll tell you what. And now I'm going to show you how to make paper lace. I said, I want you to take a piece of paper and I want you to fold it in half like this. And then I want you to fold it into quarters like this. And then I want you to go and get some scissors. And I want you to make paper lace. And so I quickly showed her how to do it. And you take, and here I've got mine already, I've started. You take little divots out of the folds and you create paper lace. And voila.
Oh, look at that. Beautiful.
Well, so Graham, the moral of the story is this. At the end of the 2 hours, little Nicola came back onto the screen and she showed me what she had been busy with for the past 2 hours. And she had made so many of these and all of them were different. She was completely enthralled, she was kept occupied, and she never nagged her mum, not once, while we were busy.
I love that. It's individualistic, but there is a formula to it, which is satisfying when you can achieve something like that. And I think there's also something in it where it's almost like the whole is far greater than the sum of the parts because of the element of imagination that comes into it. So now I've been told specifically that crafting is an area that I really need to focus on with my boy because it's helping his development so much. Why are crafting activities so valuable for children?
Well, you just saw what I did here with the folding of the paper, Graham. And look how I used my fingers, the fingertips, the fine motor coordination, the scissors, the fine motor coordination. That's the eye-hand, control. All of those things are really put into practice when we're doing crafts. The way a child will glue a googly eye onto something that they're making. Once again, the pincer grip, the fine motor control, the positioning, the spatial planning of how to fold a piece of paper in half and then into quarters. What are they learning there? They're learning maths without us saying this is maths. And so there are all these educational aspects to it, but there are also those aspects of using your own imagination rather than being on a screen where you're prompted to do the next thing. So that resourcefulness, using waste to create something else, to create something even useful, because we're going to talk about some things that you can do that could turn into Christmas gifts even. But most of all, I think that there's this feeling of pride and satisfaction that you will see comes through your child when they create something where they go, wow, I can, I am, and I will. And that's that kind of determination and self-belief that we really want to instill in our children.
Now I get you, and it's enjoyment, and my son gets great enjoyment after he's finished drawing a picture of me, and he's recently introduced the body section, which was cause for much celebration, and he gets great enjoyment ending off each picture of me by going, and here's your big fat tummy, because he loves it. They express themselves through arts and crafts. Nikki, stick around. We're going to continue our conversation with Nikki Bush in a bit. We are talking about getting creative with our little ones over this festive holiday period.
Oh, and it is, without a doubt, the most wonderful time of the year, the festive season. A free pass to indulge, and that's why I love it so much. And today we're going all out with a decadent chocolate and coffee pudding pie. Oh yes, got your attention? Hopefully yes. Clem Pedro shows us how it's done. Chef Clem with the treats.
Have you ever noticed there's no recipes for leftover chocolate?
Yeah, because who does that?
Because who does that? Who doesn't like chocolate? Who are you? Who even are you if you don't like chocolate?
Why are you here?
Why are you here? Please.
Well, you're here to rescue the chocolate,
Yes.
right?
Chocolate doesn't need rescuing. Chocolate rescues.
Us.
Okay, let's do this. Let's do this.
Get down to business. So what's
Chocolate
happening?
and coffee, best friends. They grew up together. They went to primary school together, high school together. They even dated for a while, you know?
They dated the same girl at some point. Because they're friends.
It's festive. You can do what you like.
Not to that extent.
Not that. All right, cool. So let's talk about this. So
All right.
they are the most amazing pairing. They complement each other so well. So we're going to combine coffee into this delicious chocolate pudding today. You're going to help me with the base, okay?
Okay, cool.
So you've got some of those famous cookies and cream biscuits. The ones that you...
Twist, lick, dunk.
Those ones.
So the chocolate biscuits,
We've crushed them, and we've got some malted butter, and you need to mix that through. So what the butter does is it acts as the glue or the cement
binds it,
that
okay.
binds it and forms that solid base that you need, and you need a good solid base. I love this recipe because you don't have to bake. Anytime you can get like a most amazing dessert that's this good and you don't have to bake, I am happy.
So obviously it's all about convenience and getting it done
Yes.
as quickly as possible, but also with less effort, right? As little effort required.
And in saying that, because it's such a easy recipe, you can get the kids involved. You know?
That's it.
Get them into the kitchen.
They're all
let
there
them
now.
do this part. They're all there.
all
Keep them
home.
occupied.
Yeah.
This is a great one. So
love
you're
it.
gonna make a beautiful coffee for you in charge of coffee. Tabisa, you're doing everything today.
I'm working hard. I'm earning my keep today. So I'm going to make us some lovely Nespresso on there. Of course, we have seen all of the tastes and flavors that have been coming through with Nespresso. We're making the recipe with Nespresso's exciting new Virtuo, my favorite device at the moment. If you don't know what to give your coffee-loving friend this season or your loved one, trust me, this is it. This is the girl. This is the girl.
Okay, so while you're doing that, I've taken some cocoa and get the best quality cocoa you can get.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it makes a huge difference. And I've added just some corn flour.
Stunning.
You take a little bit of milk
And you're getting it.
and start mixing that through.
Do you know why I love this machine so much, Cliff?
Tell me.
Is that it can actually make 5 different cup sizes, including a carafe. It can also do all of this, what they call the centrifugation technology,
Yeah.
which reads a unique barcode on each capsule. Now this is gonna blow your mind. It reads each unique barcode on each capsule, and then what it does is that it adjusts the extraction process to regulate the flow and the volume of the water as well.
Wow, there's more.
Yes.
Preach, Pastor.
The temperature, infusion time, the speed of capsule rotation.
Yes.
Things you've never seen before. I love it. But also, then it spins the capsule up to 4,000 rotations per minute, which is, unheard of. Blending ground coffee with water and then producing the perfect crema to enjoy your favorite long coffee or authentic espresso like what we're using today. So
And that
that's it.
sound is amazing. You can hear it doing everything. It's amazing. Okay, cool. In here, cream, milk, sugar.
Where
We're
does
gonna go
this
in
go?
a little bit of salt. I'm gonna need that in a bit.
Okay.
Vanilla going in.
Yep.
So this is the cocoa, the corn flour, that other milk that I've made.
Rich.
So we're gonna mix this together. How's your base? Oh, you know what you can do for me now?
Looking good,
Put your base into your tartan.
Lay it
and
here.
then you can start just pressing it down.
Yeah, so
Okay.
we want a bed of this chocolate cookies here, right?
You do. That's gonna be the base for our delicious tart. And the reason for the butter, again, is because you don't want the moisture of the actual tart to absorb into the biscuits and make it too soggy. That way the butter sets, the fat sets up, and you got an amazing base.
Well, this is actually quite interesting. Well, you've thought about everything, Clem.
Well, Nespresso did. they just, gave me a call. So, okay, I'm gonna combine our chocolate mixture into our cream and milk. That's gonna start setting up because of the corn flour. I love this dessert. Wow. It gives you the most velvety chocolate pudding texture ever.
Everything is so rich in texture. It's really all the stuff that you need, all the good stuff you need.
Really, it is. Okay, cool.
It's going.
How you doing there?
Yeah, I'm winning.
So what you want to do is as soon as that corn flour starts to thicken up, and it doesn't take too long, you're going to hit it with some extra dark chocolate, this time in the block form, and then some butter, okay? I'm trying to make this thing happen faster than it's supposed to.
Yeah.
But you're going to see, it sets up like a custard, okay? That's when you take it off the heat, pour it over your base, and it goes to the fridge.
I love that.
It goes to the fridge. Don't try and cheat and put it in the freezer. That's not going to work.
Just the fridge.
And in about 3 hours, done.
How long in advance? 3 hours before people
two
arrive?
hours actually.
Okay.
You're good. As they set it up for 3 hours, it sits a little firmer. Pop it with like some chantilly. You know her?
Chantilly, yes.
Chantilly, how's she doing? Chantilly cream goes on top of the tart and you serve it. It's done.
And that's what it looks like when it's all said and done. It looks absolutely magnificent. It looks like the festive season. Brought to you by Nespresso. Of course, we've used that Espresso 40 ml cup here to really just bind it and bring it all together. That does go as part of the recipe. Blend of Brazilian and Costa Rican Arabicas and Ugandan Robustas. That's what's gone into that. And it's a split roast. You know, the Arabicas, they're dark and short roast. Robustas, they're light and they're also long roast. And you really do get that aromatic profile. Now, you get that light body, the low bitterness with a hint of acidity. It's all the good things, all the good stuff. Go on to Nespresso.com and check it out yourself. Experience it. Our recipe, if you want this, go on to ExpressoShow.com. We've got the recipe with all the ingredients, and there aren't many ingredients. Go have fun with it. Chef Clem, thank you.
Thank you.
Nespresso New Virtuo. With a single touch and innovative technology for a generous crema and unique moments to share. Virtuo. Standards are meant to be broken. Nespresso. What else?
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to the discussion. We've been chatting about different ways to keep our kids and I suppose ourselves entertained during their much-deserved school holidays. We want to help them relax, but we also want them to be stimulated. And we are chatting to Nikki Bush, our resident human potential and parenting expert. And she's got some more fantastic tips to share. Nix, thanks for sticking around. Activities that can be repurposed for Christmas gifts or decor. I love that idea about getting your children to learn lessons along that creative journey and repurposing things for a Christmas gift. That's a brilliant way to really highlight some of those lessons you were talking about earlier.
Okay, so let's look at the toilet roll. You know, we all have toilet rolls, and these can be repurposed for Christmas crackers, of course. And kids love that. You know, give them sweeties and wrapping paper and ribbon and show them how. Because actually, a lot of the crackers we buy from the shops are really just rubbish.
Yeah.
You can also go and find those. The cracker piece, you can find those in the craft shops, the ones that go bang. So, I mean, really, that's what makes them so fascinating, isn't it? So I love anything to do with toilet rolls. And the other thing that they can do with a toilet roll is to build a marble run. So wouldn't that be fun?
That's something the parents, if I think back to like the hard lockdown days, that's something I think we all dabbled a little in, that kind of obsessive behavior. But something's hit home for me now. There's a deeper lesson here, and feeding off something that you said earlier, when we are making things or repurposing things, you're teaching a much deeper lesson here. How does making things balance out this ridiculous consumer culture we find ourselves in?
Yeah, so, you know, it's very easy to go out and buy all the Christmas decorations and buy all the presents and things, but I think we're moving back to a time where homemade Christmas gifts will mean something. So it could be that your child makes you a beautiful bookmark, and I must say the preschools are really good with this.
Yeah.
Like on Father's Day, you know, how they make Dad a special T-shirt or Mum a bookmark for Mother's Day or something. And the kids get such a kick out of seeing you use their stuff. And things like Christmas decorations, you could take your waste paper that you keep from your printer, you know, stuff that's only been printed on one side, get your kids to paint that paper a color, then cut it into strips, give them a stapler, and they can make paper loops that they can then hang on doorways as decor on your fireplace. And Graham, I don't know about you, but I always keep popcorn in my house, you know, homemade popcorn, the way it goes pop, 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 or even if it's just the microwave popcorn. It's like magic for kids. But what can you do with popcorn? You can teach them how to, if they're old enough, so over the age of 7, using a needle, they can make popcorn garlands. Or you can make popcorn ornaments for your Christmas tree with some marshmallows, butter, salt. Just go and Google these things, and you turn them like into little snowmen faces with a bit of ribbon, and then they put those on the tree, and of course they can eat them then on Christmas Day. And who doesn't like what are those marshmallowy, popcorny things, you know? They're just such fun.
I love that. You know, Pete, one of our cameramen here, said he introduced a tradition that they make at least one new decoration for the Christmas tree every year. And I love that building on a family tradition. And these are the kind of traditions that I'm now passing on, that I remember from being a kid, passing on to my own children, which I love. Deeper lessons once again. Maybe just to encapsulate everything that we are talking about here, you can run through some of the other benefits for kids making things. Why should we be getting creative this holiday?
Okay, so whether you are encouraging your kids to make Christmas crackers, Christmas decorations, or to keep themselves occupied by folding paper into a paper aeroplane, just look at the number of skills that we're actually stimulating with an activity like this. Folding a paper aeroplane is a classic example of eye-hand coordination, fine motor control as we're folding, spatial planning to get everything right so that it balances. Because if your paper plane is well made, it's going to fly beautifully. And I promise you, this one does fly beautifully. Just go to nikkibush.com and type in paper plane, and you will get the plan for how to actually do this. And I'll just see if I can launch this thing over my computer right now. And it just goes beautifully. And then kids will have competitions to see who can fly their plane the furthest on Christmas Day or during the holidays. What fun.
I love that. And you're also learning trial and error. You can keep building on the successes of your previous iterations. I absolutely love it. Nikki, you've got me inspired. I cannot wait to get back with my little man so we can start delving into all of these fun, exciting, and enriching ways to stay active. Nikki Bush, you are awesome. Thank you so much. As always, we've garnered so much from our chat. Thank you.
Great pleasure. Have fun with your children this holiday season.
Now we're going to have a nationwide competition to see who can build the best paper aeroplane. Just post a video, please. Well, that was Nikki Bush, our resident human potential and parenting expert, offering some wonderful ideas on how to entertain and have fun with the kids this holiday season.
So we asked you on social media on your Feel Good Breakfast Show a very, very simple question. Now, with The Matrix releasing in cinemas today, I wanted to ask you one thing. Morpheus voice activated. You take the blue pill. You get a chance to see the future and possibly change it. You take the red pill, you're able to read minds and find out what people think of you. That's all you have to do. Let's take a look at your comments, because I know you got some good ones. Personally, I think the whole reading minds thing might be nice, but let's see what you said. Geraldine Simon saying blue, so I get to know that my kids and husband will be healthy and strong and loved. That is beautiful, Geraldine. Thank you so much for that. Khadija David saying red, so that I can look better after my health and stop the illness before it attacks my body and life. Wowza. And then you got Elmarie Long saying red, so I can know at what age I will get my driver's license. I love it. Tsebo Pizzo saying blue pill, able to read minds and knowing exactly what people think about me. I mean, you never know. I mean, sometimes you could catch somebody who has quite a dark thought about you and then protect yourself immediately. But the other one was actually very, very good too. So no matter what it is, keep on sending the comments through to the Facebook page. We'd love to see it. It's the red pill, or it's the blue pill, in the words of Morpheus. Matrix inspired, because given the fact that cinemas are definitely opening today with a movie that I think we didn't even know was coming, but it is here. Matrix Resurrections. So take the red pill, take the blue pill, whatever pill it is. Hopefully it is your Feel Good Breakfast Show Expresso here in S3.
Oh, you can make my day. It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Thanks for staying with your Feel Good Breakfast Show, Expresso. What a year it's been. Wow. Cadbury committed to creating 1,500 new stories by 2023, and 500 plus of these are already available on the Cadbury In Our Own Words digital library, and that's fantastic news. We've loved being a part of helping South Africans translate words into their own home languages to co-author these stories, and we've loved being a part of that experience. Alanta Moodley, Cadbury Dairy Milk Category Brand Manager, joins us now via video call to talk to us all about the huge impact that this campaign has had and what exciting plans are in the making. Alanta Moodley, you must be really proud. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. It's lovely to be here. And yes, I'm absolutely proud of what we've achieved with Cadbury this year.
There have been so many surprises. I imagine you must have had certain elements about this campaign that have surprised you as well.
Well, I wouldn't necessarily say surprised, but we certainly are very, very overwhelmed by the incredible response that we have received from South Africa. And I think also quite thankful, really, for the support and participation that people have shown for this initiative. We've seen thousands of people who have logged on to gift their words, translate words throughout the year. And I think even from the campaign that we started early in the year, hashtag in our own words. But we're seeing it particularly now during the festive season. And I think together so far, we've already co-authored over 500 stories. For us, I think what we love seeing the most is all the comments coming through from parents who are reading the stories with their children. We're seeing South Africans reflected in our stories. And, there was such a desire for so many of us growing up. And this has really come to life through this initiative. We also believe that, reading stories in the context of the festive season with characters that people recognize and celebrate, from our traditions and cultures is really something that we cherish.
Well, Alanta, the public's response, it's been absolutely phenomenal. It truly shows how relevant this initiative is. And I think it highlights the importance of, firstly, how we change the reading stats in South Africa, but secondly, how we preserve our heritage through language and stories. And this initiative is still very much is in its infancy, but what are some of the highlights that you've been able to pick up as achievements along the way?
We've already published over 500 new children's stories, and at the moment we're currently still collecting all our data to see how far we've got during the festive season. As you say, we're still very much in our infancy, but we're really on the way to really believing that we've actually exceeded our 2021 targets. So we'll obviously keep you guys posted on that. But I'd just like to take a moment to highlight what an honor it's been working with our partners, such as Nali Bali. They've helped us co-author and illustrate these stories, and they formed such a critical part in bringing this entire initiative together. We've also had the honor of working with inspiring authors like the award-winning Lebohang Masango, who wrote one of our festive stories. And she's a child, and many of the child authors from Bala Books as well. And I think also we'd love to just give a big shout out to the Expresso breakfast show, of course. We are so passionate about igniting a love for reading, and we know that the team at the Expresso breakfast show is just as passionate as we are. So I must say, in terms of accolades and things, we value our partners who've come on this journey with us. We're so grateful for the awards that we've won along the way, but most importantly for us, it's really about the impact that we've managed to make to South African children.
Winners don't stop, Alanta. Winners ask what's next, because I know that this is not the end. There's more to come. What can we all be looking out for when it comes to Cadbury Dairy Milk and what you'll be unfolding in the near future?
This is really a long-term initiative. And Cadbury wants to ignite a love for reading amongst children and ultimately work to improve the literacy statistics in the country. And that's certainly a mammoth task, which we're very committed to in the long term. So, our next year initiative will expand. Cadbury, our partners and people across South Africa will go beyond translating words into an even more immersive and rewarding experience. But I don't want to give too much away just yet, and we'll obviously share a little bit more about that in the months to come.
Well, you've already got me quite excited about what's coming up. As we wrap it up, Alanta Moodley, what is your wish for South Africans this festive season?
Oh, thank you. So, from Cadbury, we wish everyone a joyful, peaceful, and safe festive season. Spend time with your family, enjoy the wondrous festive traditions very safely, and we hope that you feel the connection and the generosity of the festive season that comes through in our stories. And we really hope that you enjoy them with your children and your loved ones, friends and family. So wishing you all the very best.
Alanta, thank you very much for making the time to chat to us this morning, but also such a huge congratulations to you and the team at Cadbury Dairy Milk, at Mondelez, for really putting all of this together. It's been fantastic. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Once again, thank you to everyone, every single one of you who've helped co-author these festive stories that really do reflect a truly South African festive season. By simply gifting your words, you've made more stories available for children to enjoy. Hashtag in our own words. Now, to start reading and enjoying these stories, go on to cadbury.co.za and at Cadbury Dairy Milk SA on Facebook, or at Cadbury_SA on Twitter and Instagram to find out more. Go read.
brilliant stuff. Been such a pleasure and an honor being a part of that journey. Now we're back in the kitchen and time to raise the stakes, the sweetness stakes. When it comes to a sweet treat, I can never say no to a slice or 9 of rich, spicy gingerbread. I love it, especially around this time of the year. It just tastes like, and it smells like, I think, the olfactory senses tell us that it's Christmas time. Well, today we're going to take it a notch up with a mouth-watering, get this, gingerbread pudding with sticky toffee sauce. Only one person I know is crazy enough to try and attempt such culinary insanity. Hey? I always feel like between Clem and you, I'm going between Batman and
an idiot.
And the Joker. No, you're a mad genius in the kitchen. Shame. At least Clem is laughing. Yeah. Luckily, I had that locked down. That's the part I play. I'm the idiotic sidekick. I'm the first guy who dies in every one of our movies.
Oh, really?
I'm that guy, the expendable one. You at least make it to the end. This is crazy cool because it's gingerbread, okay? I love it. I absolutely love gingerbread with a bit of butter. Just
but
plain
you say you love
nice.
everything.
But now, I know, but I am quite passionate about certain things.
Meat?
Meat, I love my meat. Sticky pudding, I love it, but I can find it a bit too rich sometimes. So I feel like this balance of having the gingerbread to temper that is going to be truly miraculous. All right, so how does our mad scientist journey begin? What have you just thrown in there?
We have 1 egg white with a bit of sugar, caster sugar, bit of vanilla essence, and we're going to use 1/3 of a cup of bee well.
And have you beaten that egg white, presumably, to make it like a meringue thingy?
But we avoided the hand mixer today, so someone already did it for me.
Little mice.
I know.
They had like one of those little paddle boats, and 2 little mice just did laps around the bowl to get it to that perfect consistency. If you don't have 2 little mice and a paddle bowl,
have sometimes.
no, I have. Look, Michaela, I won't lie. I think about 3 weeks ago I lost my mind. It's being apart from my kids. I didn't realize how much children regulate you as a grown-up. Like without them to kind of keep me grounded, I think I've become the kid.
One would think they would drive you a bit crazy.
Yeah, no, I love that. I would take that any day, man. I need that kind of craziness.
Soon.
Yeah, no, it's coming one way or another. It's coming, and I think everyone's feeling like that. So if you happen to work for the British consulate, and there is a Graham with
please assist him because we're tired of it.
With a visa, just send it right now. No, I think a lot of families are going to be connecting, and what better way to connect than in the kitchen? I love cooking with my little ones, but of course, even if you're making healthy treats, you want it to be or delicious treats. You want it to be slightly healthy. You want to have those nutritious benefits and the unique benefits of the Be Well canola oil combined with the beautiful taste of carefully selected extra virgin olive oils produces this beautiful high quality oil that has a beautiful olive taste. We love that flavor profile, and it's made exclusively using locally sourced GMO-free canola oil. All right, I'm seeing every spice go in.
Yeah, so that's
all spices
cinnamon,
that you have.
Ginger, salt.
All
actually,
spice?
you know that there is something for you to do there.
I'm wondering.
And I was standing here like...
How?
Like wondering
Am I supposed to evaporate the water into the... So what do you need me to do?
So put your honey into the water.
Okay, and dilute it.
So you're supposed to put it in the jar, but like this step seems a bit like...
Well, now you're making me insecure about whether I must do it or not.
Do it.
Okay, so the whole thing's going in, hey?
Yes, and while that's all happening, I'm busy making the sticky toffee sauce over here. We have some butter, sticky brown sugar, which is my favorite. I love watching it move. It's like ants.
Oh, the Malden or whatever it is. That's
yes.
What do you call it? The come on, we know this one.
We do know it. But I was actually...
I want to say Malden, but that's salt, eh?
Faster.
Muscovado.
Yes, good job. Okay, bye.
Okay.
Thank you for that.
What? And we did that because...
You have to add it in stages.
Okay.
So some of the water and honey, some of the dry ingredients,
Okay, a bit of TLC as you go. Cool.
Go in better stages than I'm doing right now, but this is TV
I know,
time,
we've got to speed this up to a very quick, do it. And the crazy thing is, these things always turn out really wonderfully. So I don't know what that says about baking procedure. Try to stick to the procedure as much as you can. But
you know what it is about baking? Just as long as you know the basics, you can alter.
You've got to earn the right. I suppose it's like playing jazz music. You've got to have the basics down well, and then you can start to play around.
Exactly. So it's like I have standard recipes for everything, and then I just edit them according to like what flavor palette I need.
On that day.
You can do that.
Oh,
Yeah.
Must be so cool being able to cook so well. Hey, every day is a treat.
Well, you
Okay.
know how to make
A steak.
steaks.
How should I
So if
find
you
a
could
steak?
pour that into there for me.
Okay.
And then top it with some brown sugar, that would be great.
Oh.
And then we want to bake it in the oven at 180 degrees Celsius for about 45 minutes.
How would you know it's ready?
Well, it will be set and it will form little cracks on the top.
Ah, okay. Can you do a skewer test with this?
I mean, yeah, you can. Although it's kind of sticky.
So
and it's like a
it's going to
pudding.
stick regardless. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
So we also have a bit of water and butter that you pour over that.
Wow, because we can.
Okay, so we ripple it in. There we go. There we go. I know it looks a bit sketch, guys, but it'll be fine.
Oh, it's going to be
Okay,
spectacular.
and
is
there we
what
go,
it's
and then you
gonna
bake
be.
it in the oven, and then when it comes out, you top it with your sticky toffee sauce, which I'm just going to throw some cream in there. There we go.
Cool.
Yeah,
You've
did
been
it.
so sly with all of your additives this morning. You've just sneakily snuck so many ingredients
It was quite
in.
a hectic recipe. So, guys, you have to find it online.
Yep.
'cause- Yeah.
And emulate it. And as Michaela said, this is a jumping off point. So once you've got the basics down, start having a little bit of fun with this. But this is a perfect combination for me. And now, the good news. Be Well is encouraging all of you to live a little bit healthier, adapt your lifestyle, and are rewarding you for making those right choices. In fact, they are giving away one 10,000 Rand grocery voucher and 4 1,000 Rand grocery vouchers between now and the end of February 2022. So if you want to stand a chance of winning one of these amazing prizes, I mean 10 grand, that's incredible. Simply buy a product in the Be Well olive range, then direct message your name and that till slip to Be Well's Facebook page. Simple. You can find all the terms and conditions on wellfoods.co.za, and you can find this recipe on expressoshow.com. Is this the very last time I'm going to get to gaze at your amazingness?
For this year.
For this year.
I'm back
Thank you.
next year.
She will be back next year because we absolutely love you. Can we get a resounding round of applause for Michaela? You are insane, and we love it. Thank you so
I
much.
still have one more recipe today.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we'll look forward
We'll
to
say
a little
bye
bit
later.
more insanity. But as I said, if you want to find this beautiful sticky pudding with a ginger twist, you can find it on expressoshow.com.
Oh, you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
I'm so glad you stayed there and you're on leave. I love you so much. Welcome to Feel Good Breakfast Show. This is Expresso. One of your favorite artists, Nadine Sysom, joins us in studio to get us moving with the pop ballads. And I feel like we should take a sneak peek just to kind of give us some context. There's a song featuring Lana Craster. It's called I Used to Love Him. Take a look at this.
I used to love him. I used to love him. I used to love him. I used to. It ain't all that deep. Matter of fact, you can go ahead and keep your romanticized version of.
I enjoyed that video. It's one of my favorites of the. It's one of my favorite videos. I used to love him. You know, the thing is, obviously, he made a big mistake, and now there's a song about him. Shame. Please welcome two very talented individuals. It's Nadine Sysom and Michael Wilson. Yes, they are here for you.
Hi.
These two incredible people. By the way, Nadine, let's start off with the video that we've just shown here, just to kind of give a bit more context as well. It's a great video. So,
Thank you.
It's awesome, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Great. I'm proud of it. Kind of.
Michael Wilson Trollop.
Yes.
Good to see you here too.
Yes,
What
you
did
too.
you think of the video?
I think it's absolutely brilliant.
Right? It is brilliant. No, it's great to have you guys. Great to have you back, in fact. And I mean, there's so many things that I want to ask, but let's start off with a very important question that people are going to ask you over and over and over again. So what you doing for the holidays, Nadine?
Carbs. Next question.
Carbs. I love it. Right. Michael Wilson Trollop, what are you doing for the holidays?
Work. Yeah,
That's what he does, really. He's a robot.
just work.
Really?
Yeah.
When you say work, are you mixing, are you mastering, are you composing? Is that the vibe?
Composing for a couple of TV shows, mixing, a couple of gigs. Yeah, it's just full-on work.
Oh, this is great.
Yeah.
Okay, well, besides work, I mean, you're here for work as well, technically. But then again, if you love what you do, you don't work a day in your life.
Facts.
Yes.
You know, so Nadine, the last time we chatted to you, we had a good catch up. It was wonderful. Since then, what's happened? What's new? Did you get a new puppy, new kittens? Like, I want to know what's happened in your life. So.
I wish I could tell you that, honestly,
Okay.
but that wasn't the case.
All right.
So, last time we were here was quite a while back, and we had all these plans, and
Yeah.
COVID kind of wreaked havoc with all of them. But we were going to record a choir that I was going to do a song with and
Yes.
everything. You can't coordinate 30 plus people and get a studio when COVID is like
True.
doing its thing.
Yeah, yeah.
So a lot of stuff got pushed back. However, we got through it. We are here and we are delivering on our promise. There's going to be 2 songs coming out soon, and we're very proud of them.
Produced by who? Because
Who
I
do
know a
you
great
think?
producer, Michael Wilson Trollop. He's amazing. Do you know him? Oh, hi, Michael. Right, so the 2 songs.
Oh, hi.
You know, when you are composing, you've got Nadine's incredible personality. It's flamboyant. Sorry, I'm talking like you're not here, but it's okay. You and I can continue.
It's okay, it's
there's a lot to it. Yeah, lean back while I compliment you.
Y'all just-
We'll just chat. But so, in order to embody a lot of that into the songs and the writing, etc., because you want to make sure that everything's authentic, and also you want to make sure that on a sort of genre level that you are pushing some boundaries. How's the process been bringing out these songs and working on them?
That's quite a question.
It's
I love
great-
it. I
it's a
wanted to
great question.
curveball you. Did it work, Nadine?
Yes.
really
Ooh,
worked.
Great.
Do tell.
I would
Yes.
say that I think a lot of Nadine's energy spills off onto me. So
Sorry, I'm really sorry about that.
when we're in the room, it's just absolutely crazy.
All right.
Gosh, and she brings me food as well, so that helps.
Bringing somebody food while you are composing, do you know that's one of the best things you can do?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, this is wonderful.
So,
My love language.
Right.
yeah, I think, the process just is actually a very natural process from when we kind of sit down together. We've found a couple of sounds that we like. And then from there, it like spins off into some cool songs, and it's
Yeah.
actually in a matter of hours that we have something.
Yeah.
Any scoops on the song and what it's called, or you want to keep that hidden until you're going to visit us next time?
Up to you, Nadine.
You mean the one that's coming out first?
Yes.
It's called Being Human, and it's actually the first song we ever did together. So
Aw.
we've grown since. So it's kind of weird to release it because we're not even the same people anymore,
no.
kind of.
Yeah.
It's only been 2 years, but we've learned a lot. But I needed to release it because that's my baby. So
Great.
it's a very interesting song. It's my favorite. And
Yeah.
I have a lot to think. Like Michael Saved my life with that freaking song, for reals.
Michael.
Yeah, blew me away.
You're incredible. My favorite pianist. Anyway, right, Nadine and Michael will be here for you on your Feel Good Breakfast Show, and you can just be as human as you want to be while you enjoy some of the songs and some of the festive ones as well to get you in the mood for the big day coming this Saturday. But before we get too carried away with the interview, I know there's some news from around the world, and Tabiso is standing by.
We love Nadine and Michael. Welcome, guys. Good to have you here. Just after 7 o'clock on your Feel Good Breakfast Show, time for us to take a look at those news headlines. We start off here at home in South Africa, where Acting Chief Justice Raymond Zondo has announced that the Commission of Inquiry into State Capture intends to apply for a High Court order to extend its term to the end of February. In September, the High Court in Pretoria granted the Commission's previous application to extend its term by 3 months to the end of December. In a statement released on yesterday morning, Zondo said that the extension would enable the Commission to deliver its second interim report in January and its final report in February of next year. Staying in South Africa, the United States may soon lift its travel ban on South Africa and several other Southern African nations, imposed soon after the Omicron coronavirus variant was first reported. President Joe Biden confirmed yesterday. Now, Biden said that he would discuss it with his team before making an announcement. The director of the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases in the U.S., Dr. Anthony Fauci, added that with Omicron now accounting for 73% of new cases recorded in the United States, the travel ban had become redundant. In international news, bosses from the world's 2 largest plane manufacturers have called on the U.S. government to delay the rollout of new 5G phone services. In a letter, top executives at Boeing and Airbus warned that the technology could have an enormous negative impact on the aviation industry. Concerns have previously been raised that the C-band spectrum 5G wireless would interfere with aircraft electronics. U.S. telecoms giants AT&T and Verizon are due to deploy 5G services on the 5th of January. Now, the captain of first officer of a ship that ran aground on a coral reef in Mauritius have been found guilty of endangering safe navigation. The captain, Sunil Kumar Nandeshwar, admitted to drinking moderately during a birthday party on board before the MV Wakashio ran aground on the 25th of July 2020. About 1,000 tons of fuel leaked into the water, sparking an ecological emergency. Now, the pair are due to appear and be sentenced on the 27th of December. Mauritius is home to world-renowned coral reefs, which are extremely popular with tourists. And now some news from the world of entertainment. With all the hype surrounding the release of Spider-Man No Way Home, one has to take a look at which Spider-Man is the most popular. Now, since 2002, 3 different Spider-Man iterations have been depicted in film. Spider-Man No Way Home has inspired an inconceivable amount of content covering theories about the film, rumors about what to expect to see in the film, and fan theories. Among these fan theories was an accurate assumption that the film may feature the 2 actors who held the Spider-Man mantle prior to Tom Holland. Now, as fans know, there were Spider-Man, Spider-Man 2 and Spider-Man 3 starring Tobey Maguire, as well as the Amazing Spider-Man and the Amazing Spider-Man 2 starring Andrew Garfield as Peter Parker. Now, a streaming service compiled some data in order to determine which Peter Parker was the most popular, and Tom Holland's collection of Spider-Man films, Homecoming and No Way Home, was 9.2 times more popular than Andrew Garfield's and 3.1 times more popular than Tobey Maguire's. Interesting. Spider-Man No Way Home has recently premiered in South Africa. Of course, you can go and check it out tonight. That's where we leave it for this morning. Here's Graham with a look at sports.
Thanks so much, Tabiso. Not the best note to start on, unfortunately, this morning. As we kick it off with cricket, Proteas bowler Anrich Nokia has now been ruled out of the 3-match test series against India due to a persistent injury. Now, he's unfortunately not recovered adequately for the expected test match bowling toll and is currently consulting with specialists to manage and advise on his recovery. So no replacements will be brought into the Proteas camp at this stage. They have commenced with their final preparation ahead of the first match, and that kicks off of course, on Boxing Day. It's the Test team's first series since their successful tour of the West Indies back in July this year, where they won that series 2-0. On to local footballing news. Kaizer Chiefs have confirmed that they will appeal the decision of the PSL to decline their request to have their league matches against Cape Town City and Lamontville Golden Arrows played later in the season. Chiefs could not fulfill those fixtures earlier in December due to a high number of COVID-19 infections among players and staff of Naturena, which they have subsequently revealed reached 52 positive cases at its height. But the PSL has previously sent out a circular to clubs in which they stated that COVID-19 infections could under no circumstances constitute a reason to postpone fixtures. Then on to Formula One. Nicholas Latifi spoke out yesterday after receiving death threats and online abuse over a crash at the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix that led to Max Verstappen winning the Formula One title and Lewis Hamilton missing out on a record-breaking 8th world title. So the Williams driver brought out the safety car late in the race with a change in procedure, giving Verstappen the opportunity to pass Hamilton with fresher tyres on that last lap. Before the crash, Hamilton had been heading for a record 8th title, as I said. Now, Latifi said in a statement on his website that he had decided to address the issue of abuse after staying off social media to let things die down. He said he hoped to spark another conversation about the drastic consequences, and that's a quote there, of online bullying. And now finally on to tennis news. Olympic champion Belinda Bencic has tested positive for COVID-19. That was after her trip to Abu Dhabi, describing her symptoms as severe. The 24-year-old is now the third player to test positive after traveling to the Mubadala World Tennis Championship exhibition tournament. As US Open champion Emma Raducanu, she withdrew before the start of the tournament. Rafa Nadal, he's also revealed that he's tested positive upon his return to Spain. What this means for events moving forward, well, we'll watch that space, but that's where we leave our sport for now. We'll do it again in about an hour or so. For now, though, let's get you up to speed with the weather.
Oh, guess who's back? Back again. It's me, Uncle Tabsy, with that look at your weather. We start off with some environmental news that the world's first commercial octopus farm is close to becoming reality, and has, of course, the news of that has been met with utter dismay by scientists and conservationists. Some 300 scientists argue that there is strong scientific evidence that such intelligent, sentient creatures experience pleasure, excitement and joy, but also pain, distress and harm, and should never be commercially reared for food. Now, Stacey Tonkin, an aquarist at Bristol Aquarium in the UK, says that playing with a giant Pacific octopus known as AG is part of her job, or rather AJ. And she says AJ displays various moods. Some days he's really grumpy and just sleeps, and then other days he's really playful and shows off. At times he will hold her hand with his tentacles. And the level of awareness that Stacey witnesses firsthand is now to be recognized in UK law through an amendment to the Animal Welfare Bill. And we move on now to the regular sunrise photos that we do get from you and that we love, that have been shared by you on our Facebook page. Henry van Wyk from Pietermaritzburg PMB Stand Up this morning captured this beautiful shot overlooking the area, showcasing how the beautiful low-lying clouds as the sun rises comes across in that area. And then Prasio Mas from Kwamhlanga shared this stunning shot of the sky, showing off these interesting shaped clouds stretching across the area as the sun casts a glow from behind those clouds. Beautiful. You can get your pictures through to us as well by using that hashtag Expresso Show on Facebook. Let's take a look at the temperatures across the country one more time. Thunder showers out in Polokwane, 17 is your low, reaching a high of 26. If you're out in Mbombela today, expect some sun and thunder showers, 55% over there, 20, that's your low, reaching a high of 31. Still rainy times out in Pretoria today. The capital city starts off at 16. You will peak at 26. Jozi Maboneng, 15 and 23, with Mahikeng coming through with the thunder showers, 16. That's your low, reaching a high of 25. Some thunder showers, 80% out in Klerksdorp, 15, reaching a high of 25, with a 55% chance over in Kimberley, with sun and thunder showers over there as well. 16 is your low, reaching a high of 28. Bloemfontein, 55% chance of thunder showers there, 13 and 24, with Richards Bay experiencing experiencing sun and clouds today. 21, that's your low, reaching a high of 33. Sun and thunder showers with an 87% chance out in Pietermaritzburg. Your low is 17, reaching a high of 30. The warmest place to be, Durban, sun and clouds today, 21 and a high of 29, with some thunder showers out in Mthatha at 16, reaching a high of 28. It's raining out in East London today, 18, that's your low, reaching a high of 26, with Craddock coming in at a 90%. Thunder showers there, 15, reaching a high of 26. Gqeberha in the Eastern Cape, 17, reaching a high of 24, with George coming in with some thunder showers as well. Today, 15 is your low, you will peak at 22. The Mother City, 18 and 24, that's Cape Town. Worcester, 16 and 25. If you're out in Sutherland, expect some sun and thunder showers as well. 12, reaching a high of 23, with Uppington coming in at a low of 15, reaching a high of 30. And that's where I leave it for now. The next update will be just after 8 o'clock.
Thank you, son. All right. Yeah, I know Zoe's going to be lucky enough to get a very excited JP Sebastian in a moment to go through the latest iteration in the Matrix franchise. It's been a while. It feels like it's about 20 years.
It does. And also with all the trailers, it's interesting that Neo looks like John Wick.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting to see how those universes collide.
Can you use a pencil in the Matrix is what I want to know. But we had a bit of fun with you this morning. We said... put a particular choice to you guys this morning. Obviously, it's all about the red pill or the blue pill. Which choice are you going to make? So we created the scenario. If you take the red pill, you're able to see into the future and can't change it. If you take the blue pill, you can read minds and you know exactly what people think of you. Stop it, Carl. No, I'm not going. Okay.
Oh, you got?
Yeah.
Yes?
Oh,
3 o'clock.
Me, yeah.
I find it. Yep, that's right.
What would you do? Well, let's find out.
Okay, Genevieve Caroline Clark saying, the blue pill, so I could filter out the false ones.
Ooh, someone's been burnt.
That's deep.
Oh, someone's been cut. Cut me deep. Shake. Bonga in course, he's saying red, knowing what life is in store for me is as good as nice. I like it.
All right, also another red from Heidi Morgan as well. And then Gary Oakham saying, definitely the red pill, because I honestly don't care what people think of me. If I could see into the future, I'd go play roulette. But remember, you can't change it, though. You can't change the future. But it'll be nice to know exactly what numbers are coming through in the local lotto.
And when you're going to win, man. Gary, trust you to find a backdoor. Awesome, awesome comments. Keep them coming. Stay connected with us on our social media pages for the rest of the show. We'd love to talk. We love to hear what you've got to say, especially if you're on holiday this morning. Share some of that festive cheer.
Simple as CBD should be.
are talking movies with the one and only JP Sebastian, and this is one a lot of people are excited for. I went to go and watch the new Spider-Man movie, and I saw the trailer to The Matrix, and I'm like, yes, it is coming back.
Was it like a formative thing for you when you were younger as well? Because I was 14 when this landed.
I was, no, I was a little bit younger. I wasn't really into it, but I mean, you cannot deny the
force.
The
lean. I see what you
and
did.
the blue pill and the red pill.
Yes, absolutely. Like, and anytime I rewatch The Matrix 1, it's a masterpiece. It's you know what, like, whatever. I'm gonna get too all up in my own feels here right now. Let's look at the legacy of The Matrix in a little clip that I brought for you with the actors Keanu Reeves and Carrie-Anne Moss, who are Neo, who are Trinity, back for us after 20 years to talk about the force and the meaning of The Matrix for millions of us all over the world.
Have you ever had a dream, Neo, that you were so sure was real? What if you were unable to wake from that dream? How would you know the difference between the dream world and the real world?
Buckle your seatbelt, Dorothy, because Kansas is going bye-bye.
While we were making the first Matrix, I felt like that it's something beyond yourself, like it's big.
The experience of making the movies was such a transformative time in my life. It was such an opportunity of a lifetime. I never thought Dodge This was going to be a big deal. Dodge This.
The ambition of its thought.
Try to realize the truth. There is no spoon.
Even in my own life, just looking around and being like, oh my God, we're in the Matrix. I would literally think that.
You'll hear the sentence, "The Matrix changed my life." So I just say, thank you, changed mine too.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. That man does not age. He's just grown facial hair and longer hair. That's all. He
Just
hasn't
hit puberty,
aged.
I think his voice just dropped. Yeah, I truly, everything he says, I agree with him. The ambition of The Matrix, the kind of themes that it chewed off, Plato's myth of the cave, Nietzsche and eternal return. People got into Buddhism because of The Matrix. It informed my politics, actually. Like, the reason why I, hold the positions I do today are because of when I was a little one, seeing, systems dissected and analyzed, and systems of power and control and all that kind of stuff. It was just mind-blowing stuff. So where does the story go after 20 years? And do we just get like a rehash? I mean, goodness knows, I hope not. Especially since they're bringing back these truly essential characters. This time around they're called Thomas Anderson, because he was Mr. Anderson in the first one and the third and the second. And then Trinity is Tiffany. I think this is... So we learned from the previous Matrix movies that there were iterations of iterations of iterations, that these people aren't necessarily programs, like computer programs, but they might be reborn, reincarnated to fulfill the same roles. Neo had to be the one in every iteration, every time a Matrix came around. Who knows where it goes from there? I don't think it's as simplistic as I'm making out, because the trailers and the marketing footage keep making out that there's something more than just, oh, we're tacking on another Matrix.
Okay, so they want you to go watch the movie.
Yeah, and I think it'll be totally worth it as well, because the Wachowski sisters, this is only directed by Lena Wachowski, by the way. So hopefully, we get both on board for the next one. Hopefully we get a fifth, because what an incredible series. But they always do their best to actually stretch the limits of what pop cinema can do. This is truly, it's just pop fun cinema at the surface. And then, I remember as a teenager, and millions of you do out there too, sleepless nights where you're just up with your friends and you're going, but what does it mean, man? 3 a.m. and you're like, what does it mean, bro? Like, let's unpack it all. The Matrix is so special, and it's really like, it's a war cry, actually, for a lot of people, especially for the sisters who transitioned in their gender. And that was sort of that was allegorical for them as well. I'm getting all into the history of the Matrix as well. Let's talk about the story at hand. So at the center of it is this important couple. And still for the Wachowskis, it's love that prevails. It's love that will drag us through revolution at a global scale, at at a cosmic scale, at a philosophical scale. So it's not just like, oh, let's solve the mechanical problem. There's this big purple guy and he wants to destroy half the population. That's fine and that's fun where it belongs, but they still want to talk about the importance of love and of you know, philosophical and spiritual and ideological awakening. I have high hopes for it. I've not seen it myself. I don't think this movie could spoil itself for me because of how I grew up with it. I'm just really excited for future 14-year-olds and present-day 14-year-olds. And cameraman Pete, whose birthday it is, well, yesterday it was, to see The Matrix because he grew up with this too. New generation, you should be so grateful that you're getting to see get a piece of the pie, get a piece of the you know, take the red pill, I suppose, if you want to put it that way, and reappropriating all these terms that have actually been stolen by...
I was about to ask you, will you take the red or the blue?
Well, I mean, I did, I suppose, a while back, but fortunately, again, for the Wachowskis, they take back a term that has actually been maligned and misused by horrible political elements these days. So good for them. They're taking back the power of what it means to actually pop that red pill, open your mind to the possibilities of human freedom.
Amazing. I believe you have one more clip for us. I love seeing this. I'm all for the sneak peeks.
So all the stuff that I was cutting, like, man, like I was actually, to be a total cheeseball, welling up while I was cutting this because of what it means to me. And the use of Grace Slick, Jefferson Airplane. Anyway, listen for yourself. This is just a taster. It's not going to explain anything necessarily, but The Matrix was so good in its marketing, in creating its hype for you, in getting you, like, salivating. And they're back at it again, just like pulling at the tethers. Here is a slice from The Matrix Resurrections out today.
A deja vu is usually a glitch in the Matrix. It happens when they change something. It happens when they change something.
When she's 10 feet.
It happens when they...
Why use old code to mirror something new?
Maybe this isn't the story we think it is.
It's a movie that's ahead of its time.
Kept all that, well, yeah, I suppose it deals so much with that. And actually what's so interesting is that aesthetically, like the first Matrixes that we saw from the 90s, 1999, it had that green tint to it. It had to look like MS-DOS, that green text all throughout, the drudgery of cubicle office working. And now it's got that gross candy gloss patina to it, like we're used to from certain streaming services movies. Like, life is happy-go-lucky in the Matrix, but it's clearly also got the, you know, we need to fight to, you know, add color, add life back to our lives, and rather than have the falseness hung before us. Early releases are today, and then Friday it should be out everywhere.
Oh, amazing. You said this is a preview for what's to come. You're definitely going to go watch it?
Yeah, as safely as I can. Truly, it changed millions of people's lives. And it was really like such a kick in the guts for movies who thought we just have to be pop schlock, but can't we be a bit deep? Can't we show a bit of profundity and interest? The Matrix knocked out the park on all those fronts, been totally fun and totally mind-expanding at the same time.
Oh, well, JP, it's always so good talking movies to you. Of course, The Matrix coming out today for early release, and then it's nationwide available from Friday.
Ah, we love it. You gotta love it. I love the excitement of a new movie coming out, and especially one with a heritage.
Yeah,
like
I was going to say it's got to stand up to the kind of history. Absolutely loved the original series of The Matrix, and if JP's giving it the thumbs up, I am there.
Well, look, while they live in the future through the latest Matrix film, we're taking a look back into the past with some of your favorite holiday memories.
We want you to experience Red and unlock summer with Vodacom Red's plans and some amazing giveaways and deals. So if you switch to Red right now, you can enjoy a free one-night stay at any Proto Hotel by Marriott.
I mean, this is incredible. There are many travel experiences one can enjoy with Vodacom Red. That is really what they're wanting to give you. We asked you what your favorite summer travel memory was, and we've received some fantastic heartwarming stories. Let's see what the rest of you had to say.
Let's start with Hilton Thomas, who had this to say. One of my best traveling memories was back in 1998 with my late father and 2 friends. We traveled to Hainties Bay, north of Swakopmund in Namibia for a 10-day fishing trip. It was my furthest and best trip by car. I would love to do it again, accompanied by my wife and grandson. Do it, man. Continue that tradition. That's beautiful.
Beautiful. Then we got one from Kemi Monat Isa, who says, I would love to hashtag unlock your summer like I did a few years ago in Cape Town. We did the Red Bus tour, spent time at the beautiful Muizenberg beaches and just spent good quality time with my hubby. I miss those days. And after kids, there is little time or money to spend on ourselves. Loved the vibe in Cape Town. That's the thing.
Come back,
kids,
man.
they take the money, but he has an opportunity with Vodacom Red, obviously, to unlock all of those memories and recapture them.
Yeah, man, relive them. And we've got another one coming from Karishma Ramkasoon, who says, my favorite summer traveling memory is our annual road trip to the beach, leaving before sunrise, returning after sunset. What fun we had on the journey alone, and a whole day of fun in the sun thereafter. Awesome memories to be cherished forever.
Oh, man. All
beautiful
of these
stuff.
stories.
Thank you.
The thing with the stories is that we really do feel them. You know, you feel the emotion that goes with them. But entries are officially closed for this one. Make sure to tune in this Friday here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show to find out who our lucky winners are, who will be spending that one night at the Protea Hotels by Marriott, brought to you by Vodacom Red.
Switch to Red. Enjoy a free night stay at any Protea Hotel by Marriott this summer. Further together, Vodacom.
Summer is as endless as you want it to be this getaway season with your Marriott Bonvoy Stay Longer on Us promotional offer. Get 20% or more off standard room rates when you stay 3 nights or longer at participating Marriott hotels across this magnificent land of ours. To find the participating Marriott hotels at your dream destination and just how good things get when you stay longer on us. Book now on emea.marriott.com.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
I'll go. I want to music.
Oh, he's back.
Move with.
Clover fresh milk.
Made with love by Clover.
Welcome back to Feel Good Breakfast Show. This is Expresso live in S3, and of all the delicious desserts typically made at this time of the year, fridge tart is arguably, one of the best no-bake, fuss-free desserts that ever existed. It's so easy. And today we're showing you a level up on nostalgic flavors with our Sip Up Granadilla fridge tart. Get ready to skit your biscuit.
Yeah.
Because we've got Chef Michaela here taking us through the recipe. It's going to be great. So, Chef Michaela, I do want you to take it slow, but fast.
Okay.
Slow but fast. Remember, that's the whole thing. While I tell you about Sip Up, which is great.
Okay.
What's in the bowl?
Lemon jelly.
Ooh, that looks like your favorite.
No, we had this discussion. Green Gage is my favorite.
Yeah, that's also my favorite. I love the green one as well. But you know what? You could probably replace...
Pineapple.
Pineapple, right? You could but you could probably replace it. I mean, you obviously want to get the colors of Granadilla in the same thing as well. You see, you're making music. But at the same time, you want to make sure that, we stick to this recipe.
Do you think if it
was... Oh my, it would be cool. I mean, honestly, I might go into a meditative state if we do that.
Really?
Oh my goodness. Well, while you do that, I just want to let you know that if you are looking for a nutritious drink to keep you going through the day, simply grab any flavor of any Sip Up of your choice. And for this particular recipe, you can actually use any flavor to make your fridge tart. You can go apricot or strawberry, and it will actually work well with pretty much any type of jelly too, which we just mentioned, which is great. So we could do Green Gage and strawberry and make it like a bit, you know what? Let's just try it.
That sounds a bit sketchy. But okay.
It's like that. So
I'll humor you.
Thank you. Please do. All right. So all we are doing with the jelly now, we're obviously using, let's just say, packet jelly, which is the powder. Essentially, we're just going to use the bloom of that and to stabilize, because you put condensed milk in there straight in.
Yes.
Wow.
So you just literally mix everything together. It's great. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
And then while this happens, you also have to line the baking tray.
Do you want to line it with biscuits?
Please.
Okay, let me skirt my biscuit.
Do you know the song?
What?
Make a biscuit. Sprinkle with me.
And I can line the pan. Yes, I know that. That's great. Tennis biscuits we're using today. Oh, these were actually created in 1912 by
You already
Albert
told
Baumann.
me the story.
I'm going to tell it to you again.
Kidding!
And it's because the thing is, he actually found a really great cutter, and then he created the tennis biscuits, which is quite cool, which is what we're going to use today, which is fantastic. So
Are those all going to fit?
They're all going to fit.
They said once.
We're going to be perfect
break it.
over here.
Are you going to break it?
Why would I break it? Yes, I'm going to break it. Okay, there we go. At the end, you just have to break it at the end nicely, just so it's uniform, and then
Look at that.
and you're good to go. You understand
I'm
what I'm
quite
saying?
OCD when it comes to lining pans. So.
Oh, can you see my OCD? All the tennis is the same. They're all in the same. Anyway, it's fine.
Ooh.
Okay, let's continue here. What are we rocking with whipped cream now?
Yes.
What does the whipped cream do for the recipe, in your opinion?
It adds a light and fluffy texture to it.
Okay. This sounds...
But it wasn't folding in very well, so I'm just giving it a quick whisk.
By
You
the way, I
actually
like
can
the
do that.
technique of your whisking, because you're obviously using the T-Rex method. Have you noticed that? So it's like just
Grab my strong hand.
using the strong hand method. That's... Yes, that's the strong hand method. I'm so glad you know about it. That's cool. I call it the T-Rex method. That's the best thing. And then what you'll do is you'll pour that on there, and then how long do we go into...
Until it's set in the fridge.
Until it's set. That's
in the fridge, it just goes in
chefy thing you could say.
No,
it's like,
for real.
Cook the food until it's done.
You legit can't guesstimate when it will be done, though.
Just say. So if it's minus 17 degrees, it'll take approximately 30 minutes, eh?
Wow. You just
Did I make that up?
You're making facts
Maybe.
up again.
Okay, well, let me just tell you, this is going to set up beautifully. We love it. Thank you so much, Chef Michaela. And I can tell you that there's a massive competition happening, and Sip Up, it's a level up. Right, so remember to stay glued to the Sip Up social media pages for more info on the next Sip Up to Level Up events coming to a venue near you. To enter the Sip Up Level Up competition, purchase a promotional 250-gram Sip Up in-store and dial *120 *6652#, and you could win awesome customized prizes ranging from fashion to music and sport, with the big grand prize of a customized iPhone 12 and PS5. So get entering and Sip Up to level up your game. T's and C's can be found on Clover.co.za. expresso.co.za. Thank you for this, eh?
Oh, yum.
This is fantastic. Remember, if you want to get all of this that we just did now, we were up all night getting all the recipe and method together. Go to expressoshow.com and give it a shot today. Here we go. You want a recap? Let's go for a recap. Let's go for it.
Made with love by Clover.
Well, we're going to continue to satiate all the senses as we move to our singer-songwriter this morning. She is so talented. Nadine Sisam is here, followed by her fellow musician and a good friend of ours on the show, Michael Wilson Trollope, and they are in the house to spread some of that Christmas cheer with a beautiful rendition of a standard. It's River by Joni Mitchell. Guys, take it away.
It's coming on Christmas, they're cutting down trees, putting up reindeer, singing songs of joy and peace. I wish I had a river I could skate away on, but it don't snow here, it stays pretty green. I'm gonna make a lot of money, I'm gonna quit this crazy scene. I wish I had a river I could skate away on. Oh, I wish I had a river so long I would teach my feet to fly. Oh, I wish I had a river I could skate away on. I made my baby cry. He tried hard to help me, you know, he put me at ease. He loved me so naughty, made me weak in the knees. I wish I had a river I could skate away on. Oh, I wish I had a river so long I would teach my feet to fly. Oh, I wish I had a river, oh, I could skate away on. I made my baby say goodbye. It's coming on Christmas, they're cutting down trees, putting up reindeer, singing songs of joy and peace. I wish I had a river I could skate away on.
Wow, guys, thank you so much. That was incredible. Hopefully that's made you feel a little bit closer to the people that you love. From your mouth to his ears, an incredible performance and more coming your way. Don't move a muscle.
Oh, can make my day.
Comply with the POPI Act by decommissioning your company's IT assets as safely and responsibly as the biggest banks, insurance and auditing firms. Universe Direct is South Africa's largest distributor of refurbished IT equipment. From our factory to your door, anywhere in the universe, direct.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Well, JP Sebastian, it's always great having you in studio because that means we get to talk movies, not just the movies that are launching in studio. In fact, not studio, the big cinema.
That's the excitement. That's
That
fine.
is the excitement, but we also get to see the new movie trailers that have released.
Yeah, because believe it or not, we have another year coming up. And we'll see how that
I think we're all
goes.
thinking, okay, after 2021, we haven't thought of 2022.
I'll drop VHSs in your letterboxes and then we'll figure out how to build the machines again. So talking about new trailers that came out this week, stuff that titillated me, stuff that interested me, and hopefully it will interest you too. The promise of good and interesting and large and small movies next year. It looks like we got some good stuff, some funny stuff, some out there stuff and all of that. But tell you what, let's get into all of it, everything all at once.
Which ones are we going to start with?
I think I just said the name, but incorrectly. Everything, everywhere, all at once, right? We're going to get a poster for it, and drum roll, JP got it right.
There we
somewhere.
go.
There we go. Okay.
Everything, everywhere, all at once.
If you can even read that with all the googly eyes. Directed by a bunch of weirdos. They just call themselves the Daniels. They previously did Swiss Army Man. I think we're going to see some nods in studio. Yeah, of course. They love Daniel Radcliffe and Paul Dano being total weirdos in that movie. So these are the directors who... It's sort of in the tradition, I guess, of if we've just seen Sorry to Bother You, if we've just seen, well, way back was like Napoleon Dynamite kind of stuff. I want celebrities and big names like Michelle Yeoh, who is a goddess. Oh, James Hong, who's a classic. Jamie Lee Curtis, who, you know... Anyway, Michelle Yeoh is a queen. She is so incredible at acting and so diverse, and that's one of the perfect roles for her. It is a completely diverse and weird character. If they all get to let their hair down once in a while, they don't have to do Crazy Rich Asians, you know? Not everything needs to be that sort of high polish.
Yeah.
Why don't they get to be weird once in a while, too? So this is a weird blend of, is it comedy, is it drama, is it martial arts action? Similar in a way, it seems to, there was one movie, the one with Jet Li and Jason Statham with the worst accent. Shame. She is a character who is a mom. She's a middle-aged woman who's just trying to grind, just trying to raise the kids, just trying to help her family and whatever. Small stuff, you know, small sort of cozy life, it seems, difficult at times, but has the power to draw on herself from multiverses. You just saw Spider-Man, saying all about multiverses and stuff like that. But there are a lot more small scale here. She has then the power to draw on the martial arts ability of one part of herself from somewhere else, the acting ability of herself from somewhere else. And as you saw the one scene where she's spinning the pizza sign, the ability to equip that. So this small nobody sometimes is nice for a change. Even though I suppose Peter Parker is a small nobody too, has to change the world, has to save the world from a tiny laundromat and her strange little life.
That.
going to be a totally weird comedy, but apparently like will hit people in the feels too. So no date for it in SA just yet. Everything, everywhere, all at once. Whatever.
There we go. We'll need to get an acronym for that, but that movie from the Daniels is, of course, you know, you love a little bit of something of everything.
Yeah, something off the wall once in a while. Like I said, not everything can be Crazy Rich Asians, and it is nice to see people who are absolutely gorgeous and incredible, like Michelle Yeoh, be able to let their hair down and be silly.
And play an easy role. Let's move on to, I say easy.
Well, we'll see when it comes.
Let's move on to the second movie trailer you want to show for us.
So, weirdos and actors and diversity. Pete's super excited about this. Sorry, I keep mentioning cameraman Pete. Happy birthday for yesterday again, Pete. God bless ya. This one is clearly for you Nicolas Cage fans everywhere, not just Pete. He plays himself in this movie. And I don't mean that in the sense that Nicolas Cage, in the 8 out of 12 movies he does per year, and it's literally 16 actually, plays himself too often. Here, Nicolas Cage's character is Nicolas Cage.
Okay.
And similar to his own life, at one point he hit the skids financially, but in this movie he spends all of his money at a hotel, is in the red in the bank account, and takes up a job from Tiffany Haddish, of course, Ike Barinholtz, who is hilarious. Please watch Eastbound and Down, funniest TV show ever. Nick Cage, and Pedro Pascal. Also excellent actor, is the billionaire drug lord who decides he wants Nicolas Cage for his personal party. Apparently this weird kind of stuff happens. You can just hire a famous actor.
You pay like an appearance fee.
Yeah, we got U2 in Cape Town because they played a party in a fancy person's house.
Oh my gosh.
Weird. So Nicolas Cage goes to be Nicolas Cage. He's looking at a mannequin of himself from Face Off, and he says it looks grotesque, and thus he wants to buy it. Like his career, grotesque. Some shining roles he's had, but totally weird, corny things, which he all draws on here. And similar to Michelle Yeoh's character in Everything Everywhere All at Once, he has to draw on the powers of his previous characters. He has to be the guy from Face Off. He has to be the guy from Con Air. He has to be the guy from The Rock to get themselves out of the pickle that drug lords get themselves into. So comedy, caper, fun.
So if you're a huge Nicolas Cage fan, this is your movie.
Yeah.
Because every little bit of all the different characters is going to be...
I love him so much because everyone was for the longest time being like, oh, he's so weird, he's like a human meme. It's like, I think the guy, as a human being, he's just really enjoying acting. Yeah. He's like, people might have thought, oh, he's desperate. Like, Bruce Willis seems a bit desperate now, picking up whatever he can. Oh. Actors make weird choices all the time. We do too. But he actually just seems like he's having a jolt. Bless Nicolas Cage, bless Pete, bless everyone who loves Nicolas Cage. No date for this in SA just yet.
Oh, amazing. Any more?
Sure, why not? Final one is The Northman. You like Alexander Skarsgård and all these 8 abs, right?
Yes,
Here you go. Show the abs for Zoe.
Please.
Topless scenes galore with that man. Who you
no,
like
he's a brilliant actor.
Big
he was Big Little Lies,
Big
yes.
Little Lies, I'm sorry. With Nicole Kidman, who appears in this too.
Okay.
With Anya Taylor-Joy, who appears in this too. Who was previously with director Robert Eggers in The Witch. Such a good director. Previously did The Lighthouse, which he had Willem Dafoe in, which he also appears in Year. Northman is a classic story of revenge. Son sees his father getting taken out, 187, says, I'm going to revenge my father. I'm going to kill Floki. I'm going to save my mother. I'm going to avenge my father. These become his chance. And this poor kid is like a cauldron of just hate and revenge for the longest time. Willem Dafoe, one of the best we have. You saw him in Spider-Man. What did you think? Willem Dafoe, the Green Goblin. One of the best we have. And Ethan Hawke, Shane, we love him too. So kid has all this pain and anger that he's built up over the years and decides he's going to take it out and get an 8-pack as one does. I missed that part of life. Still figuring that out. And yeah. Viking revenge ensues. What more do you need to know? Oh, we didn't even get to the Skarsgård, I don't think. I think we're going to tease Zoe with that one.
It's okay. I'll have to go and watch it when it's
looking all moist and washed out. That's ocean water when I say moist. Yeah, so knock yourselves out April next year, 22nd, South Africa. Anya Taylor-Joy, Queen's Gambit, etc., etc. Yeah.
She's brilliant.
Yes.
All of these movies, very exciting. The only one that we know coming out is April next year. Is the last one we've seen. And of course, JP Sebastian, he's always got his finger on the pulse when it comes to bringing us the latest movies, bringing us the best movie previews and reviews, and of course, the latest movie trailers like he did today.
Still exciting times, man. Happy 2022. Enjoy the movies with me. And Zoe.
All of that excitement, you know what? Keep that popcorn in hand because we've got a lineup of deals. Yes, deals that you do not want to miss.
All right, let's set the scene for you, okay?
Yeah.
Maybe you've heard these lines before. Oh, you're so buff, China.
Yeah, I have, yeah.
Yeah. Or, why are you entertaining?
Yeah.
Viewers. Or, you look amazing.
I hear that one all the time.
I can only imagine, darling. You do look amazing. Well, it's compliments of the season at Game this festive season with their everyday low prices. So get ready to compliment yourself with some of the incredible deals they have this week.
Yo, they have deals galore. It's time to, relax this festive season. And what better way than by watching your favorite holiday movies, right? I can't think of a better way. Get your hands on this. Check this out. The Hisense 55-inch UHD Smart TV for 435 Rand only for 36 months. How cool?
Yes, please.
We told you you'd need that popcorn, right, Chana?
I want that, eh? Why are you so buff? It's because I have this TV. That could be you. And speaking of cool, you're going to want to add this Hisense 536-litre French door fridge freezer to your wish list for only 781 Rand for 36 months. Think about that for a second. It's stylish, efficient, it's designed to last, and obviously it's a fridge, so it's cool.
Sure.
Think about that for a second.
That fridge is all the levels.
Right.
Look, the thing is, the holidays are also a great time to upgrade your home theatre system, my cousin.
Yes.
So why not do it in style? With the Samsung 65-inch TV for, wait for it, 597 Rand for 36 months. It's a deal.
65-inch TV, that is basically the cinema in your home. When people approach you, they're like, is there popcorn here? Where do I find the whispers? It's like that, right?
Chives, yeah.
So yeah, that's the deals that they have. I mean, you could also upgrade in style with a Samsung side-by-side black mirror fridge for 1,164 Rand for 36 months. This is a black mirror fridge. Think about that for a second. When you go to the fridge countless times to find out what's in there, you see yourself. So you can do some checks first.
Because before you get to what's inside, you gotta look at yourself in the mirror.
Inside.
How's that?
Wow.
Now, Game's got you, and you've got Game. Visit game.co.za for more on these really unbeatable deals. They're valid until Tuesday, the 28th of December, 2021.
Okay, but parents, listen up, because they're also having a 40% off toy sale on selected toys in store. Only till Friday, 24 December this week. So where you can get those incredible specials on some of your kids' wish list items. I know you think it's late. It's not. You have Game. Chill out.
Let me remind you this. You can also compare prices with their Price Beat Promise, which offers a 10% refund on the difference in price on any item, guys, any item that you purchase. If you find it cheaper at a competitor within 21 days of your purchase, I promise you, you're guaranteed a price beat on that item. How's that?
Okay, it's amazing. You're so buff. And with store openings hours Monday to Friday from 9 to 6, Saturday from 9 to 5, and Sunday and public holidays from 9 to 4, I don't think you should be waiting anymore. Go get shopping and go get complimenting yourself. You're amazing.
You look buff.
You're beautiful.
And you look buff.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes.
We were there for Umpelele Mapebeza days, there for the game changer days. Telkom has been and will always be there, making every day more special with the new Telkom Uncapped Prepaid Fiber. Get a 3-day voucher at 99 Rands or 7 days at 169 Rands and even 30 days at 449 Rands. No fixed contract, full control of spend, easy to top up. Fast goes prepaid for your home.
Welcome back. You're live with Expresso, and it's been a beautiful show. Thanks in part to this incredibly talented duo behind me. They've broken us already with their first very emotional performance. Singer-songwriter Nadine Sisam is here with musician and good friend of ours on the show, Michael Wilson Trollope, and they're going to be performing an original song now that, yes, is going to hit us in the feels all over again. It's just another Christmas song.
It's been the longest year. Somehow we made it here. Another Christmas in your mind. Nothing short of a miracle. Oh, it's borderline hysterical to still be in love after all this time. To pain this year, and I don't know when I'll see you again. It's easy to want a lot after so much loss, but baby, I'll be okay. If all I'm getting for Christmas is one moment in your arms, then what I'm getting this Christmas is a really happy heart, a happy heart. Yes, Michael. Then I'll be home for Christmas, 'cause home is wherever you are. If all I'm getting for Christmas is one moment in your arms, then what I'm getting this Christmas is really happy. What more could anyone want?
Beautiful!
All of that talent, I could cry. Honestly, I could cry. I love it. Thank you very much for that. That was absolutely beautiful. We take a final look at the news headlines. In our national news, the Department of Basic Education has introduced a new policy which will prohibit schools from excluding or expelling pregnant learners while making it compulsory to report cases of statutory rape to the police. Now, the policy states that the rate of pregnancies in schools has become a major challenge for national development and the basic education system. Basic Education Minister Angie Motshekga said that girls need support on several levels once they fall pregnant. More than 136,000 babies were delivered to girls aged 10 to 19 in South Africa in 22. 2020 rather. Staying in South Africa, Acting Chief Justice Raymond Zondo has announced that the Commission of Inquiry into State Capture intends to apply for a High Court order to extend its term to the end of February. In September, the High Court in Pretoria granted the Commission's previous application to extend its term by 3 months to the end of December. In a statement released on yesterday morning, Zondo said that the extension would enable the Commission to deliver its second interim report in January and its final report in February of next year. In international news, Zimbabwean President Emmerson Mnangagwa has called for the remains of colonialist Cecil John Rhodes to be exhumed and repatriated to Britain. Now, Rhodes died in 1902 and his self-chosen burial place is at Matopo Hills National Park, south of Bulawayo. Mnangagwa told traditional leaders that Rhodes' remains should be returned in exchange for Zimbabweans' ancestors' remains in the UK. Calls for Rhodes' exhumation date back to 2012, but the latest former president, Robert Mugabe, blocked the idea, saying that his legacy was part of the country's history. Bosses from the world's 2 largest plane manufacturers have called on the U.S. government to delay the rollout of new 5G phone services. In a letter, top executives at Boeing and Airbus warned that the technology could have an enormous negative impact on the aviation industry. Concerns have previously been raised that C-band Spectrum 5G wireless could interfere with aircraft electronics. Now, U.S. telecoms giants AT&T and Verizon are due to deploy 5G services on the 5th of January. And next, a 67-year-old's vision from a fairy tale transformed. Now, of late, we've brought you at least 2 stories of folks bestowed, or rather besotted, yes, besotted with Christmas decorations who have stacked their homes out with them. But now we have news of a new take on such efforts in these joyous times. A Christmas mad mom has transformed her home into, wait for it, a real-life gingerbread house. How's that? 67-year-old Virginia Hoffman of Salt Lake City in Utah, the U.S., spent hundreds of hours really just preparing her property and transforming it into a vision from a fairy tale. Homemade decorations include candy canes, giant gumdrops, peppermint swirls, huge chocolate and wafer cookies, and an oversized gingerbread man. Virginia, an interior designer, says that her daughter, son-in-law, and their children were all happily involved, as well as her husband, who is a professional artist. And she said, and I quote, "The best part for me is watching all the children come, and they arrive here in droves. They look at things up close, and honestly, the twinkle in their eyes is just magical. I love to see how it catches their imagination. The whole experience is so fulfilling." That is so heartwarming, really ringing true the energy of the festive season. Well done, Virginia. That's where we leave it for this morning. Here's a final look at sports with Graham.
Thanks so much, Tubbsy. Let's start with cricket. Unfortunately, not the best news ahead of our next series. Proteas bowler Anurag Nokia has now been ruled out of the 3-match test series against India due to a persistent injury. Now, he has unfortunately not recovered adequately for the expected test match bowling loads and is now currently consulting with specialists to manage and advise on his recovery. No replacement will be brought in as the Proteas are now commenced with their final preparation ahead of that first match, and that kicks off on Boxing Day. And in fact, it's the Test team's first series since their successful tour to the West Indies back in July this year, where they won that series 2-0. Now on to footballing news at home. Kaizer Chiefs, they've confirmed they will appeal the decision of the PSL to decline their request to have their league matches against Cape Town City and Lamontville Golden Arrows played later in the season. So Chiefs could not fulfill those fixtures earlier in December due to a high number of COVID-19 infections among the players and staff at Naturena, which they have subsequently revealed reached 52 positive cases at its height. But the PSL had previously sent out a circular to clubs in which they stated that COVID-19 infections could under no circumstances constitute a reason to postpone fixtures. Then more drama surrounding Formula One. Nicholas Latifi spoke out yesterday after receiving death threats and online abuse over a crash at the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix that of course led to Max Verstappen winning the Formula One title and Lewis Hamilton missing out. So the Williams driver brought out the safety car later in the race with a change in procedure, then giving Verstappen, who was on fresh tyres at the time, the opportunity to pass Hamilton on that last lap. Before the crash, Hamilton had been heading for a record 8th world title. Latifi said in a statement on his website that he had decided to address this issue of abuse after staying off social media to let things settle down. And he said he had hoped to spark another conversation about the, and I quote, drastic consequences of online bullying. And finally, COVID featuring again in the world of tennis. Olympic champion Belinda Bencic has tested positive for COVID-19 after her trip to Abu Dhabi recently, describing her symptoms as severe. The 24-year-old is now the third player to test positive after traveling to the Mubadala World Tennis Championship exhibition tournament that was held last weekend. US Open champion Emma Raducanu has also withdrawn. She withdrew before the start of the tournament, in fact. And Rafa Nadal has also revealed that he tested positive upon his return to Spain. Certainly we'll watch that space very closely, but that's where we leave our sporting headlines for this Wednesday morning. Let's take one last look at the weather, get a South African weather perspective and some of those temperatures.
Thank you very much, Graham. Now, as welcome as the rains that have fallen over the Northern Cape recently may be, they also have a downside. Now, the Northern Cape Department of Agriculture has said that the wet summer conditions have caused brown locust swarms that have a devastating impact on crops and plant life. And now locust swarms are also making driving conditions very difficult for local residents. Dirty windscreens and poor visibility are likely to cause traffic disruptions on some of the major routes running between the Northern Cape and the Free State. Now, motorists are advised to drive with utmost caution when encountering these locust swarms. And of course, those in rural areas will have to be even more attentive. Having started off in the Northern Cape, it's reported that the swarms will soon be causing chaos in the Free State too. Please be safe out there. Now, from weather news to sunrise views, Caroline Ehlenfeld from Cozy Corner on the Sunshine Coast shared this magnificent shot of the ocean at 6 o'clock this morning. The sun breaks through the cloud cover, casting breathtaking sun rays that you can see there. You can also see all those sun rays just really pushing through the sky. Beautiful. I love that. Look at that picture. It's stunning. Then we got one from Renee Limmer, who shared this moodier shot overlooking the ocean as the sun begins to rise, casting a faint orange glow along the horizon. Love it. 7 o'clock, Henry van Wyk from Pietermaritzburg came through, capturing this beautiful shot overlooking the area, showing off some low-lying clouds as the sun rises. And then last but not least, we got one from Prasio Mas from Kamhlanga, who shared this stunning shot of the sky, showing off these interesting shaped clouds. I mean, look at those clouds stretching across the area. Beautiful. What a refreshing way to start our morning. Thank you very much. We do it bright and early tomorrow morning. Please do show us what your sunrise looks like. And now we take a final look at those temperatures. 55% chance thunder showers out in Polokwane. 17, that's your low, reaching a high of 26. If you're out in Mbombela, brace yourself for some more thunder showers there as well. 20 is your low, reaching a high of 31. The capital city, Pretoria, 16 and 26, with Johannesburg coming in with a low of 15, reaching a maximum of 23. Mahikeng, thunder showers for you today as well, 16 and 25, with some thunder showers, 80% out in Klerksdorp, 15, reaching a high of 25. Kimberley, 16, reaching a high of 28, with Bloemfontein at 13, reaching a high of 24. If you're out in Richards Bay, brace yourself. It's a nice day. Yes, you're going to enjoy that one. Sun and clouds, 21, reaching a high of 33, with Pietermaritzburg at 17 minimum, reaching a maximum of 30. Durban, the warmest place to be, 21 and 29. If you're out in Mthatha, some thunder showers for you today. 16, that's your low, reaching a high of 28. Rainy days out in East London, they continue. 18, that's your low, reaching a high of 26. With Cradle coming in at a 90% chance of rain. 15, that's your low, you will peak at 26. If you're out in Gqeberha, Qebzi baby, 55% for you. 17, that's your low, reaching a high of 24. With George at 15, peaking at 22. The Mother City, 18 and 24. If you're out in Worcester, 16, reaching a high of 25, with Sutherland coming in at a low of 12, reaching a high of 23. If you're out in Uppington, it's another warm day for you. You'll start off at 15, but you will peak at 30, with that 55% chance of rain, though. So please do brace yourself and keep yourselves safe out there. Those affected by poor driving conditions, please take it easy on the roads. That's where we leave it for this morning.
Thank you, Tabiso.
Thank you.
So let's go all Morpheus on you very, very quickly and tell you that you can take the red pill. This will allow you to see the future. However, you can't change it. You take the blue pill, you can read minds, and you know exactly what people think of you. What is your choice?
I'm just trying to think of how you're going to swallow those pills. They're gigantic,
Dude, they're huge, man.
How do you even do that? I don't know, but we're going to try. Oh, you guys have come in with some amazing comments. Thank you so much. Ilana Wenzel saying, blue, so I would know who is my enemies and who is true. I like that.
Sure.
It's quite harsh, eh?
Wendy and Cormo saying, blue pill, I would really love to know what people think about me. I think you're amazing, Wendy. There, spoiler alert. Spoiler alert, you're amazing.
You're buff.
Come on.
Christina Hari Persad saying, red, know what the future have in store for you. I love that. And then Mersha saying, good morning, Expresso fam, blue pill, to read minds and knowing exactly what people think about me. Clearly, this is a pressure point. People really want to know how other people feel. How do you feel about me?
Hey, I think there's a lot of respect between you and I. I think we know. You think? Hold on.
It's all lies.
You love Expresso. You live in S3. You want people to comment a bit more.
Silly, yeah.
And you need people to take whatever blue pill or red pill. More importantly, you want people to stay right there because you've got more entertainment for you in your Feel Good Breakfast show.
You're buff. You're amazing.
You're incredible.
Oh, you're fantastic.
I love you.
So much.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Welcome back to it. It is, yes, your Feel Good Breakfast Show, Expresso, live here on S3 with all the festive cheer. Now, save space for dessert and create your own dessert table. I'll tell you why. Because you can add theatre with Woolworths Malva Milk Tart with that cascading caramel sauce, that Milk Tart Mousse Centre, or, you know, keep it classic with a Merry Christmas trifle or juicy fruit pudding. How's that? Take it away, Clem. Show us how to bring it to life.
Carl asked me earlier, what do we need to do for Christmas? Because Woolies have done everything for us.
But no one's complaining.
No one's complaining.
I am not complaining.
And you know what? I'm so happy because the pastries this year, oh my goodness.
They're out of this world.
They're out of this world.
Yeah.
And it's true. Woolies have done everything for us this festive season. We need to sit back and just enjoy it all.
But it's not just doing it for us and really bringing in that convenience. I think that in the look as well, every year around this time of the year, we see how inspired the team at Woolworths is going into creating these. And they look so good. You want to have it as a centerpiece.
And you should. Right? You really should. So let's talk about some of our favorites that we've got out on the counter today. Let's start with the chocolate hazelnut Yule log, okay?
Oh, man.
Layers of chocolate, hazelnut, sponge.
Oh.
It is mind-blowing. So what I'm thinking, hey, if you want to be really extra, what if you get like 6 of them, and you just put them together on your table like one giant log.
They form like the frame of the table, just around.
Form the frame of the table. I think that's such a good idea.
Wow.
Okay. Talk to me about the red velvet berry trifle.
I will tell you that this red velvet berry trifle is made with fresh cream.
And it is so, so decadent. It is so decadent, it is beautiful. Then we have an award-winning dessert. Tabzi, the one right in front of you. Here we go.
This one here?
Yes.
Oh, it won an award, right?
It won a Fair Lady Best Buy award, and that is huge.
It's
the levels.
Wow.
Sorry, let me just double check the name. It's their festive dessert selection. It is, I'm telling you, South Africa, you don't actually understand how amazing these are. They are next level. Okay, we're also going to talk about the cascading cake, which I'm going to start working on.
This, for me, that's the showstopper.
It is, it is.
The showstopper, it's the one you want when everybody's been fed and you're rocking up. Now you are really sealing the deal and you're just like, Modise, dessert is ready.
Exactly like that.
You know what I mean?
Exactly like that. Then we obviously have the traditional Christmas cake, because you've got to have a perfect little Christmas cake there. Yeah. You must. And then their mince pies. Woolies also own the mince pies. They just own it. Another Fair Lady Best Buy award. They are delicious. I'm going to work on our beautiful cascading cake. What you do is get a hot palette knife. Yeah. And just run it around.
What forms or what makes this cascading cake?
Graham normally does this for me, where he looks into the camera and he reads in his most seductive voice. Oh, okay? Dear. So Tabzi, right over there, give it to the people.
So what's the opposite of seduction?
No, you don't want to do that, and there's not even enough.
I feel like that's exactly what's going to happen. All right, so what's going to happen is, so are you wanting me to read out the steps?
No, read out what's inside this beautiful cake. Here we go, it should say in the front, there we go. Huh? It's a Malva milk tart cake, right? Actually, you know what? There we go, that's what you got to read.
Okay, cool.
That's what you got to read. Guys, Tabzi.
A decadent showstopper treat, layers of Malva sponge, caramel and milk tart mousse finished with caramel sauce and cookie pieces. What else do you want? There's nothing more to want.
There's nothing more. Okay, so I've run the knife around the inside. I've got the beautiful caramel sauce, which is our cascading sauce. That goes in.
Oh, Clem. No, you've got my heart. You won my heart.
At home, you should use a plate that's got a bit of a lip, because you don't want it to like run everywhere. But in studio, we do things just for the drama. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And then we got the beautiful biscuit toppings.
This is beautiful. It really is. I mean, it looks great.
Are you ready?
Says, eat me.
Are you ready? Are you ready? I'm gonna clear.
I'm ready. I'm nervous, but I'm ready.
What you're gonna do is
everybody's holding their breath. You must see.
But maybe we should talk about the weather first. Let's talk about the weather.
Well, thunder showers.
Okay, are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready?
Yeah. Oh my word. Oh. Yo. It worked.
It is epic. It is epic. It is epic. Okay.
Man, look at that. It is a fountain of goodness.
People are crying in the background. People are on the floor. They want this. But we're not done. We're not done. We're not done. Okay. Yeah. I've got a special guest coming in. Yeah. Here we go. Yeah. We've been talking about this Chuckles cake for a long time, right?
Yes.
And we've been saying we actually want to do the demonstration on the show.
Okay.
Got a special guest?
I also want to see the demonstration.
Hi.
So this is for you. Here you go.
Big responsibility.
This is for you. Okay.
Oh wait. What did I sign on for?
You have to. Tabzi, help with the. No.
You have to cascade that fountain.
All you have to do is you're gonna smash the dome on our Chuckles cake. Okay. Mm-hmm. With your back of your spoon, and show the people what's inside.
But do it like it's your house, and you got people who are counting on you for this dessert to not flop.
Pressure?
None.
Okay.
Yeah!
Oh. How cool is that?
Then.
Oh, it's just a little surprise in here. We've got a little
baby
a mix
Chuckles.
Of yes.
Normal Chuckles, mommy Chuckles, daddy Chuckles.
Yes, it's the whole family in here. I love it.
I love that.
It's great.
You see, this is beautiful. That is so impressive. Well, listen, it's pretty simple what you need to do, and I think by now all you are asking yourself is, I want it, and I want it now. Go onto woolworths.co.za and you will see all of this inspiration and all of what they've got on offer at the moment. I mean, these Chuckles, they really are a treat and a showstopper of note, a crowd pleaser, a table filler, a stomach filler.
What more do you need? What more do you need?
Nothing more to want. How does it taste? Yeah.
Like Christmas in my mouth.
Wow. Wow.
That is exactly
We're
how
done.
you want
We're
to
done.
guess.
We're out. We're out.
Dunk.
Thank you so much, my friend. This is really stunning, and I can't wait to get into this one. I'll get a fork. We'll catch you guys later.
Wow.
Yes.
Challenge the expected with AEG this festive season. Stand a chance to win your share of 100,000 Rand with AEG on Expresso so you can impress in the kitchen.
So that's 10 of 10,000 Rand to 10 very fortunate winners.
To enter, go onto Twitter or Expresso's Facebook page and comment on the AEG post telling us how you will plan to change up the celebrations this holiday season with hashtag AEG Festive Flavor.
And we could be calling you live on Expresso to announce your 10,000 Rand winnings.
So elevate the everyday in your home with AEG this holiday season.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. It is indeed your feel-good breakfast show, and it's been even more feel-good this morning because we have made so many people winners on the show. So let's let the festivities continue right now. So courtesy of Nedbank, we're about to make someone's festive season a whole lot greener and merrier. We asked you guys how you've improved your money choices to help grow and save your finances this year. And our next caller sent in some sage advice that I think we can all learn from. Let's give her a very festive welcome. Cynthia Nems, good morning!
Good morning.
Good morning, you beautiful thing. Cynthia, welcome to the show. I've got to ask, first of all, congratulations for making it this far. So we know you're already a winner. It's time to establish how much you're going to win. But I've got to ask, because you put through a great comment on how you've improved your money choices this year. So how have you made yourself more money-wise?
Well, my goal saving tip is that I create a financial vision for myself and my family by setting a monthly budget, which I stick to by bringing on the 50-20-30 plan on the table. And immediately when I receive my monthly income, I adopt the 50-20-30 rule by budgets, like 50% for necessities, rent, bond, and groceries. Then 20% is for my savings, including the retirement fund. 30% for my lifestyle, like entertainment, clothes, holidays, other women, nothing. And lastly, do not shop when you are hungry, as this will lead to buying unnecessary grocery items. So that's how I grow my savings.
Absolutely brilliant. Clearly, you have been picking up on the best advice. Well done. I'm going to copy your model exactly. I love that breakdown. So, Cynthia, as our winner, you have already won yourself 1,000 Rand in cash. So, congratulations. Now it's time to decide if you're going to add 500 or double your money. So, here's how it's going to work. We've got two boxes on the screen. We've got box 1 and box 2. In one of the boxes is 500 Rand, and in the other box is 1,000 Rand. I need you right now to pick a box. Is it going to be box 2 or box 1?
Box 2.
Box 2 it is. Cynthia, it gives me a great pleasure to let you know that you have won yourself 500 Rand! That means... Oh, I'm sorry we couldn't double your money, but 500 will go a long way. 1,500 Rand is on its way to you. What are you going to spend the money on, seeing as this doesn't fall in your budget? Hopefully something nice for yourself?
No. Since it's Christmas, just, then I'll buy grocery for my kids, for my boys, right?
Oh, man. What are your boys' names?
Oh, Zivuya, Ziande, and Zashu.
Oh, we're sending them mad love. I hope you have the most merry Christmas ever. Congratulations on your winnings. And most importantly, well done on making such wise money choices. I think this morning you've inspired me and hopefully a lot of other people out there to budget and look at their own finances slightly differently. Thank you so much, Cynthia. Merry Christmas.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Bye.
You guys at home still have a chance to win. So head over to the Expresso Facebook or our Twitter page and then use that hashtag #NedbankGreenChristmas and tell us how you've made better money choices this year to grow your savings. You could win that guaranteed 1,000 Rand and potentially double that to 2,000 Rand. So let's make your festive season a very merry one. And for all the terms and conditions that apply, visit expressoshow.com. Get on it now and good luck.
Never think 100 Rand is just a clipper. It's a fresh fade or prepaid electricity. It also gets you a gold credit card from only 40 Rand per month, and you still get change. So, do you want a bank that takes your money or a bank that takes your money seriously? Get a Nedbank Gold credit card that helps you afford more.
Oh, now time for us to delve into some fun and games, as we do here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Put a smile on your face, maybe see and test how far our contestants and our contenders can stretch their imagination and their ability to fill in the missing words. It's all because we're celebrating the festive season with Christmas around the corner. We're replaying our favorite game. It's called Guess the Lyric, the Christmas edition. But before I tell you how it's going to work, guys, Shem, there's a bit of a treat to just like throw on the table.
Okay.
To give you some inspiration in the event that maybe you feel stuck a little bit. You just look at the...
Please tell me it's one of those cakes that you just said.
Saboteur.
I just got goosebumps.
I'm telling you, the chocolate cake is amazing. This is your motivation.
Yeah.
The winner at the end gets to maybe have all the cake. If you want to share, he or she can decide to share or not.
Yeah.
It's up to you.
And it really is.
Wow,
It's a different kind of cake. This is a cake made with the Woolies difference.
Yeah, I can tell.
How does that sound?
Okay, no, it sounds...
Cake for winners.
Cake for winners. So that is what's up for grabs, I'm guessing, from what the director is telling me in my ear. So I will give you guys a line from a song with missing words. Right, because that's what it's all about. And they need to guess the lyric. Once they've gotten the words correct, they will need to sing the song. It gets better. Honestly, it gets better. I mean, no pressure, Carl Wasty Tasty.
I'm feeling the pressure next to...
Try to start eating
such an accomplished...
Yeah, let's just not do that. It's too early for this. Let's just share.
Okay, so let's get going. Let's get down to business and get into the game. You know you need to fill in the missing word, guess the lyric, and of course sing the song. I'm going to speak it out, okay? So have yourself a merry Christmas. Let your be light. From now on, your will be out of sight.
Look here, when you go, you change the dynamic of the song completely.
But that's because I understand the melodies, right?
Yes. Yeah.
I'm trying to give you clues. You must be thankful.
I can tell you, but the song takes on a new tone. Okay, cool, but you did it. Please go for it.
Yeah, do we do that? Just I don't want to be a stickler for the rules, but
that's your gold
can we do that? Okay.
Yeah, you can. And for every time you get it right, you can grab like a charcoal sweet there. So what's the answer?
Do you taste it?
Yeah, but you must answer first. Now you've taken it. Now.
Have yourself a merry little Christmas.
Yes.
May your heart be light. From now on, your troubles will be out of sight.
Perfect. That's exactly how I would enjoy that. You crunch that chuckle, girl.
How's that?
You
And
crunch
then
the chuckle.
throw the chuckle in. Classic, right? Around this time of the year. That's all you want to be hearing. I love it. Okay, here's our next one. Let's get into it. It's coming up. Carl Westy, I hope you're warming up.
I am trying.
Okay.
I'm next to Nadine Sizer.
All right, are you ready now? Oh, the outside is frightful.
Sorry. Wait. The song changes. It's not having... Okay. Yes, continue. Yeah?
Oh, the outside is
yes,
frightful.
okay.
But the fire is so delightful.
all right.
And since we've no place to let it let it let it I gave it to you. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah?
So?
What are the missing
Oh, the weather outside is frightful.
Okay. Okay.
The fire inside is delightful. Yeah. And then what's that other line?
Have you
No one knows.
And then the other that you did there?
There's no other it's let it let it let it
Yes, yes. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
Yo!
Thank you.
What a talent.
Thank you. I just want to grab one of these quickly.
Oh, I love it for you.
It's so delightful.
I love it for you.
Since we've no
What are you
place
doing?
to
Are you
go.
savoring the... Okay. You know
Let
what?
it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
Okay, all right. Okay, I mean, you guys are making this competition a bit tough. Let's get into the next one, all right?
Okay.
So the next one is, okay, you ready? Next one, number 3. It's the most time of the with the jingle belling and everything telling you, be of good cheer. I think you know the answer. Something tells me...
I know the first line. That's all. I'm going to go yes to the first line.
Do you want to go?
I'd like to go home now. I don't know.
So just, I want you to do the beep thing again.
Yeah.
Do the beep thing again. Right?
I will give it to you again. It's the most time
yes,
of the
Okay,
with
cool.
the jingle belling and everyone telling you be of good cheer.
I just know the first line. It's the most wonderful time of the year.
So you got the 2 words correct. Yes. And you've just sung the song as well.
Is it? That's cool. But then the middle part, what's the beep in the middle part? What's the word in the middle?
Must I give you the answer?
Yes, I want you to sing it now.
With the kids jingle belling.
Ah, with the kids jingle belling and everyone telling you be good of cheer.
I'm going to give it to you. Grab a chuckles, my friend. Grab a chuckles.
Can I grab a chuck? Thank you so much.
I mean, you didn't get the whole thing.
I just want to get the chuckle. Yeah. There's, I sound exactly.
Oh, do you now?
Oh.
The kids jingle belling.
I sound exactly like that.
No one else ever covered this song.
Yeah.
It always sounds like
I
this
even
when
thought that
hear
was
it.
you singing. I
It was very difficult to tell.
Yeah, no. I mean,
aged
it
really
sounds
well.
exactly the
The
same.
chuckles.
Okay. Well, let's get moving with this. All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Please, please, go on.
You better out. You better not
Come on, Nadine.
You better not pout. I'm telling you why. Is coming to town.
Come on, Nadine.
Come
You
on,
got
you
this.
know who's coming to town this time of the year?
I don't know what the first one is. I know what it is. Sorry.
Yeah,
little
sure. It's
competitive.
getting a little bit aggressive, yeah?
Can I hear it one more time?
Yeah, let's hear it. It's you better out.
Ah, okay, got it.
Yeah, go.
You better watch out, you better not cry, you better not pout, I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. Yes.
Yes.
Hey.
You know where I'm coming.
You better take a chuckle. You better eat it fast.
Hey.
Why?
You better do this right now, cause this winning it won't last. Thank you.
You better not cry.
Oh, there we go.
I don't know why the whole tune just like you
I'm
scared
telling you why.
Oh, there we go.
Cause Santa Claus is coming to town.
I know.
Ah, man,
Does.
how beautiful was that? I mean, honestly, you've both done so well.
Thank you so much.
Carl?
Yes.
You've done well.
Thank you.
Surprisingly, and...
Surprisingly, I didn't catch that.
Surprisingly, we must have a winner. And our winner of this challenge gets to cut the cake for us. And the winner is, director?
Oh.
Ah, it's a tie.
What?
Boy and girl, cut the cake.
Yes. Nadine,
Cut the
please
cake.
do honors. Honestly.
Nadine.
You really actually don't want me to do that, okay?
No, I want you to do it because I think I trust you, okay? Cut the cake because you take the cake. Your performances have been amazing, and I think
actually,
that
okay, wow.
this works. Just go
like...
for it.
Well, listen, what we can't figure out how to cut the cake, where to cut it from, because it is quite an extravagant cake. We're going to take a quick breather. We'll see you after this.
I'm just gonna leave this like this.
Okay.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to Feel Good Breakfast Show, and welcome back to another installment of the Culinary Hotline Bling! Ting, ting, ting!
Nice, nice.
Jingle bells, ting. Sorry. Right, now we are joined by one of our favorite chefs. He is an incredible individual. I aspire to be like him. You love him. His name is Chef Clem Bertrand, and he's got questions that you have, that he's got them in the bank. He's answered them in his mind already. All you have to do is come get them on 021 110 5552. Simple. It is what we do here today. Now, you know that it's all about Christmas. A lot of people are asking about puddings. A lot of people are asking about how we do this whole thing. We have our first person. Are you ready? This is a very special person, so please welcome. Is this Jawaya?
Yes.
Hi, Jawaya. Welcome to Expresso. It is nice to chat to you. How old are you, Jawaya?
I'm 9 years old. Yesterday was my birthday.
Yesterday! Happy birthday to you. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba. Happy birthday to you. Ba-ba-da-ba. Happy birthday, dear Jawaya. Happy birthday to you. There's your song. It's all yours. Now, thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. Jawaya, so how can Chef Clem help you in our culinary hotline bling today?
I couldn't hear you there.
How can Chef Clem help you?
I wanted to know how you make a ice cream cake.
Oh, love it.
Because this isn't the, like, we're not in America where Christmas is like cold and snow. No, this is South Africa.
I love
when
it.
it's Christmas, it is hot.
Yes.
So let's do an ice cream cake. And this is the easiest one. Oh, she's still there? She's still there?
Yes, Jawaya?
Like a Christmas ice cream cake.
Christmas icing. Okay, I'm going to show you how to do a very easy ice cream cake. And then you can totally make it your own. Go and get all the beautiful decorations at Woolies and just add it to the cake and make it so festive. But let's start putting together your ice cream cake. My easiest solution, Joaya, is maybe if you have some leftover birthday cake, you can use it for this recipe.
Ooh.
Yeah. Don't make... Tell Mom, because I know Mom's in the back line there, don't make the cake. Go to Woolies and get the cake. Also mix it up. Do a bit of chocolate, do a bit of vanilla. And we're going to use those two layers as like the foundation.
All right.
The ice cream. Yes, we can be even more creative. Play around with your favorite ice creams that you have.
Okay.
We got the South African icon, Tin Roof.
Love Tin Roof. Yes, please.
Wow, 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 wow. People in the background. Calm down, calm down.
Tin Roof is the jam.
Then we got the chocolate, salted caramel ice cream.
Oh, stop it.
Yes.
Really? I hope you love these flavors, Joaya. It's going to be so good, and I hope you're taking notes. Yep.
What's your favorite ice cream? What's your favorite ice cream flavor?
My favorite ice cream flavor, peppermint.
Peppermint?
Ooh.
Yeah, I get you.
Peppermint's great.
Right. Mr. Wasey, I'm going to need your help with this one.
I got you back.
So I think I'm actually going to swap. I'm going to give you this one. I'm going to take the smaller one.
Okay, cool.
You can have the chocolate. I'll have the vanilla. What you're going to do is you're going to just separate your layers. There's 2 layers in there.
Okay,
you're going to put the first layer down into the base of your springform tin. I've got a bit of work to do because I've got a smaller cake tin.
So you have to still shape yours, okay?
I've still got to shape mine. So we bring a little extra. We're going to create like a little tower, okay?
All right.
Starting off small, going a little bigger. All you're going to do is you're going to separate yours and put the first layer, boom, at the bottom of your tin.
At the bottom, you want to do it top down, basically?
Yes.
Okay, let's
absolutely.
separate.
So, okay,
I
you
love
under
that
that
we have
one?
so many spoons here, so we can do that perfectly.
I love the
Great.
precision. And, like, honestly, you could be a doctor.
But I just want to make sure that's perfect for Joaya, because if it was somebody's birthday yesterday, I don't want to mess this up. I want to make sure it's good for you, Joaya. Something that's worthy of yours. So, we're going to put this down.
So, Joaya, if it was your birthday yesterday, do you get birthday presents and then Christmas presents again this weekend?
Okay.
Do you get presents twice? Did you get birthday presents and now you're gonna get Christmas presents again?
So do you get birthday presents and you get Christmas presents?
Yes.
Oh, yes! That's the best time.
That's the best deal. That's the best deal. That's the best deal. Okay, how you doing there, Mr. Wasty?
I feel like I should have taken the base layer just to give myself some more room for the ice cream, but this is where we are right now.
Nice. Okay,
right.
Now, pick an ice cream, any ice cream. Go for it.
I want to change. I want Tin Roof because already got the chocolate base down. So I think let's change it up a little bit.
I like it.
You can also just change that there.
Sure thing.
It's cool.
My first layer of.
And then what is next, sir?
Scoop ice cream. Go for it. Go for it. Go for it. I'm gonna go chocolate, guys. Also, if your table doesn't look a little bit chaotic during the festive season, you're not doing it right.
It's got to be like that.
It's got to be like that. Okay. So, why are we doing this for you?
Always.
Somebody's been in my chocolate ice cream. Can you see there's a bit of a gap?
But you can always tell. But I think, you know what, it wouldn't be chocolate ice cream in your freezer if nobody's taken a little bit of something when they wanted some ice cream,
Exactly, and at least it's not leftovers or,
Yes.
Our ice cream tins actually have ice cream in it. Okay, how you doing there? How you doing there, Carl?
I'm good, man. I'm trying to keep up with you over here, my brother.
So, I'm going to fast forward now. So, Jawaya, what you're going to do is you're going to continue layering these layers of cake and the ice cream, and you're going to press it down, and then it goes back to the freezer. And what's nice is on Christmas Day, it could actually live in the freezer for like a week, even longer.
Wow, really?
So when you actually want it, you take it out, and then you can stack them together. Carl, you've done such an amazing job, like way better than me. What you do is
I just want to make sure it's perfect for Jawaya.
Jawaya, you're going to love this. Yeah. I'm coming now, coming now, coming now.
Here we go.
You stack them on top of each other. And like as a little final garnish, we've got some caramel treat. And because you like peppermint, you can actually go and find have you seen they even do like a peppermint flavor? Oh, here we go, we've got it. It's the mint-flavored caramel that we've got here today. You can do a layer of that over your cake, and you'll be making the most amazing ice cream cake. Joaya, this one's for you. This one is for you. Do you like your cake?
Yes, I really like it.
Oh, that's great. Happy birthday for yesterday. This is all for you, from Chef Clem and from me and from all of us at Expresso.
I'd really like to give you a hug.
We give it hug. Come, hug. Ready? Just be holding you right now. Happy belated birthday.
Thank you.
Thank you, Joaya.
Joaya.
Oh, that was a great recipe. By the way, I learned something from that as well.
Did you?
That's such a good idea. Look how beautiful that looks. And
then
it's simple. And also, a lot of elements are already made. So it's going to take you a couple of seconds.
Absolutely. And that's what the festive season is about. Spend time with your friends, with your family. Don't stress in the kitchen. Woolies have done it for you, so just take that angle, get the stuff, put it together, you're done. Also, this leftovers best for the chef.
Great. All right, so where can we get that recipe? That's the most important thing. Are we going to pop that up on the expressoshow.com?
It is, absolutely.
Cool.
Go and check it out there, yes. And then also, check it out on YouTube. Go back and watch this video again, man.
Oh, that's actually very true. You can do that. That's great. All right, so do that. It's a good idea. We've got ice cream cake done and dusted for Jawaya. What else do we have to do today?
We've got a quick one,
yes,
a very quick one.
Right, let's go.
Someone asked about a steam pudding. So, Woolies have you covered also. Guys, Woolies, again, coming through. Steam pudding done. I'm going to show you a very, very, very quick one.
Let me give you some nice... Let me clean... I'm your sous chef. I'm supposed to clean this place up for you. All right, let's go.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Very, very quickly. We got some butter and some sugar. We're going to cream that together. Guys, Christmas, me. Look at the mess, but it's fine. It's all edible, so we can eat it. Okay, we're going to cream our butter and our sugar together. Very important.
Room temperature butter?
Yeah, yes. And again, because it's nice and hot right now, just leave your butter on the counter. It's going to get there by itself. You want to cream your butter and your sugar to the point where your butter is really pale. It makes a huge difference.
Okay.
Okay. Also, shout when you're doing this, so everybody can hear you.
Yeah, because they know you're actually making it. It's fine.
Yes.
We understand. That's cool.
Okay, cool. So again, I would do this for another 7 minutes.
Right.
Take your time. In we go with eggs. And then
to that, loosen it up a little bit, right?
Vanilla, yeah.
Great.
Absolutely. Keep on going.
And what are you looking for at the end point of this in case we don't get there right now?
You want a beautiful, beautiful, silky but thick batter.
All right.
Okay.
Silky but thick. Gotcha.
Baking powder, a little bit of salt. Lemon zest goes in. Flour. Okay.
This is beautiful. Okay, now he's setting up now to sort of are we going a dough here? It looks like a batter.
A nice loose batter.
Okay, great.
So what I'm going to ask you, Mr. Wasey, can you put some strawberry jam in that blue bowl for me?
In here?
Yep.
You want it on the base all over?
On the base. Okay, we're looking good, we're looking good. Again, make sure you get all the bits of flour off the bottom of your bowl before you put it into your dish. You okay? I'm sorry about that. It's in.
I'm fine.
Wow.
I'm fine.
Medic? Medic.
I'm okay.
Okay, cool. All right.
Fine.
So you got your base of your jam at the bottom.
Got it covered.
Use your favorite jam, Clement Gold jam, which is the one. Which is the one. Raspberry jam, get it with strawberry jam.
Gold. Clement Gold, cool. I'm fine.
I'm sorry, my man. I'm sorry.
Okay, no problem. It's just a little bit of batter in the eye. All of the day's work in the kitchen.
It's with a light batter. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Batter goes in. Top it with some foil, okay?
Right.
Get some string around it. Boom, 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 boom. And then steam it. What you're gonna do is take a pot of boiling water, put a little bowl in the bottom, rest that bowl on that bowl, boom, steam pudding. Done, done, done. It's so delicious. Homemade homemade custard, some ice cream, steam pudding, done. We did this in like 30 seconds.
Yes, we did. We can always do it in 30 seconds, but you're going to have to take your time. Go get all of the ingredients and the method on expressoshow.com. Make sure you get it there. And we've got ice cream cake for you. We've got a steam pudding for you. We've got everything for you. All we want you to do is have a Merry Christmas, and thank you so much for supporting a Feel Good Breakfast Show Expresso here on S3.
That came out looking so...
It's all ridiculous. It's all, everything we've made today, all the cakes, courtesy of Woolies, everything's just been madness.
Yeah.
Pure madness, man. What has happened to the world? Now, we love it. It's all about indulgence and abundance this morning. So let's keep that going and make another winner. I feel like we've given her a million rand today.
No, I like that. I enjoy doing this because the thing is, we asked you how you'll be planning to change up the celebrations this holiday season with hashtag AEG festive flavor. And the reason I like announcing winners is because the stories have been quite interesting and so inspiring as well. And this morning we're announcing our 8th winner.
Yeah, man, and this is for 10,000 rand. Can I get a drum roll, please? A massive Expresso. Congratulations to Zandile Mamane! Yeah! Oh, Zandile, good morning. Are you there?
Hello. Yes, I am.
Zandile, where are you connecting with us from this morning?
From Joburg.
Oh, Josie Maboneng, congratulations. That 10,000 rand from AEG. Yes, it's huge, baby.
10 grand,
Just for commenting on the competition post, how do you feel?
I'm very excited. And you know, this time of the year, everybody's broke. And to win 10,000 is such a blessing.
It really is. But you earned it because you had a fantastic post. You said you're going to be trying to learn Indian cuisine in the kitchen these holidays, which is awesome. So tell us a little bit more about that and what you're going to be cooking for your family.
This year we'll be trying something new. I'll be cooking chicken biryani and some beef biryani.
Nice.
And also I'll be doing some chicken curry.
Queen!
I'm trying to bring some spices in the kitchen.
100%. Do it, girl. That's what changing it up is all about. I love that.
I love that. Just really bringing a different twist. So, 10,000 rand is a gazaganga amount of money. It's huge. What are you going to be doing with all of this money?
I'm going to be saving some for next year, and then the rest I'll be buying some kitchen utensils and some pots, making it interesting to be in the kitchen.
Oh, well
I
done.
like to be in the kitchen this festive season.
Oh, I'm so glad that we've been able to help you on your way with 10,000 rand towards your kitchen dream. Thank you so much and congratulations. Have an amazing Christmas with your family. Enjoy cooking all the wonderful new Indian dishes. And please post lots of pictures so we can see what you're doing.
Yes, I'll do that. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you very much. Don't
well
leave it at posting pictures. I mean, I think I'm going to be in Joburg throughout this entire festive season. I would like to try out those curries, please, eh? She's gone. I think that's a yes. Here's another idea on what you could use your weddings for. Maybe raise your standards in the kitchen with a new AEG gas cooker. It really is like next level. It has multiple cooking functions with separate bake and grill options. Perfect for me. Double layered glass oven door. Safety. I love it. And it's got that thermic fan cooking and catalytic cleaning, which is, it really is a game changer.
It is. This will change your kitchen landscape completely and incredible and a great way to change up your kitchen and your lifestyle. So we're all very excited to now challenge the expected with the AEG this festive season and, of course, spread some festive flavor. And remember, we still have 2 more winners to announce on the show for 10,000 rand. So keep watching. Hey, we could be calling you.
Yeah, I'm going for curry.
From your oven. With precision, raise your standards and make it matter. AEG. Challenge the expected.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. This is Expresso, you're live at S3, and how about a classic to play us out this morning? We're talking about Silent Night. It wouldn't be the festive season without it, and this is something so incredible from Nadine Sysom, as well as this guy over here, my favorite pianist. His name is Michael Wilson Trollop. Do enjoy It's Silent Night.
Silent
feeling festive.
Oh,
I'm ready. I want Christmas to come today.
Nadine, Michael, you've put us through the ringer today, okay? We're an emotional mess, sitting in the fetal position, lying on the floor, sobbing in tears, because you are just... No, you are too good. Please take a bow and a curtsy. You're amazing artists. Thank you so, so much. Wow.
Well done, guys. That was great.
Oh, man, what a talent. What
that
a
hit
voice.
you in the feels. Hopefully you're going to recover from all of the cake and the desserts and the sweets that we have. It's just crazy. Yeah. The studio is going to be bouncing off the walls for the rest of today, but we love it. And
it's been a beautiful morning.
Can I just say, if you work in a British consulate or any kind of consulate and you've got visas sitting in front of you, put them through. Put them through.
Put them through, please. Get this guy home
People just want to connect with their families, so hopefully you can connect with the people that are most important to you, and we'll see you all over again tomorrow. We love you.
Wow.
Friends are in town, families coming around. Here's to festive celebrations made with love by Clover.
Another feel-good production.